On Twitter, because I get a lot of female wrestling pics.
Makes sense.
I mean, they know what I like, which I'm not mad at, but
good things to look at.
Yeah, in my eyes, she has been around. She's never left.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I don't know what's going on. So yeah.
She was hurt or something.
On that note, pew, pew, fireworks, pew, pew, pew.
Fireworks, bam, knockout.
Oh, shut team down.
Buddy got hit so hard he bungee jumped into the shadow realm. It was a bad idea to tattoo wings on your back. Now you fly into the shadow realm. Buddy got treated like a dog with dentures. All fucked up. Look how he went down. He hugged the sponsor. They must have changed his life. Buddy in the red gloves tried to cancel his Planet Fitness membership.
Oh, how about no?
His grandchildren will be paying that debt. Buddy faster than Dogecoin after the pandemic. Got that brother unconscious like he was snorting galaxy gas. What's the life insurance policy?
You're done.
Wrong place to have a ponytail. Not only did he get finished, there's a squeezing his ball sack. Right hand hit him where his mustache should be. Look at him.
At the end, that got kind of weird. I'm gonna be honest. It got a little bit awkward down there.
Almost hit the man's bones out of his skin.
I know what's happening.
That man leaning back like the lead single on a true story album.
Look at that.
Keep what the left hand doing after the right hand connects. What the hell was this man doing? Was he checking for testicular cancer? He was gripping the family jewel. Referee standing on the wrong side.
Yeah, bro.
This man not only get finished, but also get violated by
that's not supposed to happen in the fight, man.
Well, it did.
It did. Oh, what happened?
Man had this dude looking like he's
his leg dead?
in the wrong spot.
Oh, shit. Oh, ref. I think he's ref. I think he's ref.
Some help. Left hand had
there it was.
Fell on some lubricant at the state, attempting to back up like a Call of Duty character trying to revive himself.
He did
like
Call of Duty.
To help him.
I need help, bro.
Have mercy.
Help. He's finishing out. He's finished.
You get finished. It's alright. It's over. It's over.
I know he questioned
I'll
his
revive
right
you, bro.
now. You spent all those months training for this fight only to find your head getting dribbled
I'll buy
off
you
the
back
ground
over
like
here,
you were
cuz.
basketball.
Bring a buy for me, bro, and I'll buy you.
Outside the United States, but evidently this brother
far away from that shit.
Crank that song. Now what? That elbow was nasty work. Had this man ghost riding the whip the moment he hit the ground. Been driving gas vehicles his entire life, only to step into the octagon and involuntarily get put into a Tesla.
It's a self-driving car.
Thought he could hit his opponent with some knees. Now his wife is on her knees praying for his recovery. Rigor mortis activated, limbs so straight he can't be an elite in Hollywood.
Finish him.
Somebody got hit so hard. Look at his head. He touched every
He did.
Test out no ropes like this. Beat the cameraman though. He was in prime position to catch this knockout. I bet that he was standing there like,
oh yes, the camera loves your nastiness.
Soul tried to escape the ring, but his body called him taxes to the IRS. Heavens to
Murgatroyd.
Man's got served with the quickness like a 3-star restaurant in the inner city. The uppercut was the appetizer. Full-course meal came immediately. Turned that man into a ludicrous fan immediately. He went to the ground.
Face down, ass up.
Put him in a yoga's class. Introduce him to the child's pose. Somebody plug this man's controller in. What's going on with his guard button? Taking nothing but shots straight to the face. Orochimaru challenge. Arms don't work. In fact, I think he did the change now on some Captain Ginyu shit with a double amputee. No wonder the baby oil is out of stock. This brother used it as he was catching a fisting.
Finish her.
Oh God. Oh Jesus.
Stop.
Oh, God.
Stop.
Oh,
Stop.
Jesus.
Stop.
Oh,
yeah, stop.
Lord, Lord, her
Right.
ancestors fought for women's rights and lefts.
Other
Told
girls
that woman
didn't
she
even
don't got
see
enough
that.
testosterone to
She
step
never
into the
plugged the
octagon.
controller in.
Where's your apron?
Damn.
Get back in the
bro.
kitchen.
Matter of fact, she might fall asleep at the stove. She needs her
Damn,
meals
that's
prepared
fucked
for her.
And now, a word from our sponsor.
She never
Oh,
plugged her
So,
joystick
as you
in,
know,
bro.
I've been meal
Never.
prepping for the past few years.
gotta
and I gotta be
connect your
honest, I'm
stick-
losing a
your
lot
stick
of
first,
time
girl.
having to prepare the meals in the kitchen.
For real.
Rate this to help you feel you made things.
She's playing
Factor
the game
takes
on
the
somebody
speed.
else's
Instead, get
system.
5 meals to Vegetarian5.com. Use promo
Like, why the
code
fuck is this moving?
Chiseled50 and get 50% off
What
your
the hell?
first Factor
Fuck, man.
box, plus 20% off your next month of orders. That's Factor75.com. Use promo code Chiseled50. 50% off your very first Factor box, 20% off your next month of orders. Let them know I sent you.
Let them know.
Oh, that's good. Can't beat it. Cannot beat it. Undefeated.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
You done messed up. Oh.
This gotta be racially charged. Your first mistake was stepping out there with blonde hair, looking like a Duracell
It might
battery,
be
caught
racial
all kinds
charge.
of
It
hands.
looked like it. It
Might
looked
have
like
been.
it.
Left hand had this brother
It did
going
look
to
kinda
shop
like it. It
Usher
did.
when he deleted them
Oh,
tweets.
Jesus.
The moment he caught that uppercut, he was already asleep. Just look at his face, looking like Dr. King after 67. He integrated into a burning house. Peep the uppercut. Brother now got a loose neck. He a flamingo on Wednesdays.
Tennis ball head, boy.
Oh,
Shit, stop.
Executed
Don't,
that.
don't do that.
Whoa.
Almost knocked the cornrows off her face. She got hit so hard in the jaw, her body started
That last
producing breast
one,
milk.
bro.
It's time to be a mother. Who's your
Across
mother,
the,
Harley?
across
That's
the
a jaw. Watch
goddamn-
out. Hey.
This brother got beat so bad
That's
he
broken,
immediately
bro. That's
became
broken.
a bum on the New York
Oh, he
City
done.
streets.
Oh,
Look at
it's
the
over.
soles of
Oh,
his feet. Got his feet looking blacker than a do-rag company's clientele. This dude got KO'd so hard his body fell the opposite way. Imagine getting hit
Damn,
so hard you
cuz.
lunge
You
forward.
good?
Oh,
Most
You
people
good?
get put on their back. He got put on
That
his
was
chest,
hilarious.
belly button on the pavement.
just had blacker than a
Man's almost
do-rag
got
company's
kicked across the
clientele.
board. He hit the ground and didn't know what hit him. Immediately caught nothing but gloves into his mouth. From this angle, looking like
Damn,
he
bro.
was trying to start a chainsaw or a lawnmower with his
It does ring.
teeth. Catching
Ring.
it
Yeah,
faster
he
than
was
the
trying-
arm
he was trying
turned
to
on the
style
bridge.
you up. Oh,
This
Okay,
brother
yeah,
got
that's
to be
a wrap.
disabled.
Yeah,
How
I
you
don't-
catch
yeah.
a straight right hand
Jesus
and
Christ.
you pause before you
for
collect
another one,
one?
right? You ate
Clock
two of
out.
them in a row. Oh, Jesus
Your
Christ.
shift is over. He was asleep on his feet like he just worked a great
But it's not
But he fell
over.
faster than the GS boys
Shit.
after Stanky
Yeah,
Leg.
it is.
Homie's corner should have thrown in the towel. Look at his face, like a smashed tomato. He bleeding more
Stop,
than a
stop,
heart
stop,
transplant.
stop,
Wait a
stop.
minute, time for the Mortal Kombat screen.
Oh,
Homie got hit so hard with that first right, it hit the pause
stuck
button.
him. Stuck
Damn,
him.
bro.
He was
Now
stuck.
look at him, stretching his groin. But time for the Shadow Realm.
Rest in peace.
The flurry of punches almost knocked the coloring out of this
Aight.
man's
Rest
hair.
in peace.
He caught a couple to the temple, and the first one that
Damn,
connected on the
Machine Gun
chin sent
Kelly.
him straight to the Shadow Realm. Activated a foot fetish he never knew he had.
Oof.
Look how fast he fell and consumed his opponent's toes.
Oh, oh. Rest in peace.
Man's had the big toe in his throat like he was Rex Ryan. He went out like a warrior, though. They were swinging in the duel. He just lost.
Please let me touch your feet.
You ain't got the answers.
But this the worst one.
Oh.
This man got crucified in the middle of the ring. Look at his
You
face.
don't have the answer, Sway.
Jaw loose like a porn star that just got blacked.
Yes.
But he caught the left hand and thought to himself.
I'm in danger.
Yeah, you are.
Had him going down like he just visited New York for the first time. Check out his Statue of Liberty. Get the defibrillator. That brother got
Bounced
knocked
so
out
hard,
from
too.
the east
Oh, real.
to the west.
Oh.
Back to the east. Back to the west. Go grab the
It looked
Yu-Gi-Oh
like- it
cards.
looked like
Activate
dessert.
Monster Reborn.
Bro,
Gather the
bro,
dragon.
Like, here you go.
Call on
And
shit.
you dropped it on your plate like. like
The dragon
it's like a fucking
start
like
doing
a
some
meal.
voodoo or something. That brother on paramedic. Bring him to Nurse Joy. Somebody please.
You try to swing through the air in the first, like, ah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a wrap. It was a wrap.
And then it was over.
Tell me
Ah.
I did not,
Not
just
just
see
see
that.
You saw it. No, you saw it. Yeah, you seen it. You seen it. Snake? Snake? Snake?
You be alright, nigga. You tough, right?
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
That
You're
was a wrap.
done. It's over.
All
Lie
these
detector
knockout
service.
commentaries had me
That
thinking,
was a
why
lie.
don't I knock someone
That's
out
a lie.
myself? So I came up with Knockdown Tea, guaranteed to help you sleep longer, sleep
guess we
better,
should- I guess I
relax,
should put on
and
my
restore.
sponsor for the
Passion
day.
fruit flavored,
My
so
sponsor
you know
is
it's
GME.
good. Simply take it
Make
30
sure you
minutes to an hour
go check out
before you go to
GME.
sleep.
You
Click the link in my
know,
Hey, I appreciate you. Ready.
great
It's posted
company,
20%. Never turn it on.
great people to
Turn
be
it on.
around. Great
I
guy.
appreciate it.
Here we go, bruh.
I wish I could
Here
tell
we
you
go.
stories. Holy shit.
All right, give us one.
This
No.
nigga, man.
Why?
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to tell you these stories. I don't want anybody to really know me.
This nigga, man. I'm so convinced that he,
so
yeah,
if
he
you
is
guys
crazy,
haven't already
bro.
watched
I'm
the
so-
Vince McMahon
I'm so
documentary over
convinced.
on Netflix, I
Oh, he's
highly
crazy.
suggest
Yeah, he
you go
lost
and
his
give
mind.
that a
I
watch.
don't know
It was
when it happened, but he
incredibly
definitely
interesting
lost
and
it.
well put together. So kudos to the Netflix team for making that happen. If you don't happen to have access
Oh, no,
to Netflix,
man.
that's very unfortunate. So somewhere on the internet, you probably can mess around and find all 6 episodes. And as it pertains to my full review of the
Yeah, I
doc,
don't need
I
the full
actually
thing.
have clips
No.
of each episode included in my full review
Go ahead
over
and,
on
pay for that.
Patreon. Link is in my description.
I'm not
where I
gonna-
go
yeah, I'm not
completely
gonna pay
in
for that.
Yeah, let's go ahead and pay
on
for that.
each episode and the biggest stories of each episode as well. It's over an hour long, so if you wanted to watch that entire thing, feel free to go over there. Obviously, I can't utilize the clips here on YouTube because Netflix is going to mess around and block it and give the channel a strike and ruin everything that we come here to enjoy. So that's not
True, yeah, they don't want to do that.
one
Yeah,
way or
they don't
another.
want to
Let's
do
talk
that.
Vince McMahon, right? A very polarizing.
Yeah, let's figure a little bit of this
realm
out. Let's see what
of
you got to
professional
say.
wrestling. In fact, most people would say he's the most important figure in the realm of professional wrestling. And straight out the gate, the documentary touched on a ton of different things. They briefly mentioned the upbringing of Vince McMahon, what the trauma that he had to endure, the abuse that he had to endure. In fact, I think they probably touched on it for maybe at maximum 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, and just brushed up over it. In fact, Vince himself said to brush over it.
Throw it the fuck back there and go forward.
So he is not interested in talking about his upbringing. So
Yeah.
moving
All right.
forward from that, they didn't necessarily talk too extensively about how he was able to successfully force and buy his father out and acquire WWE and essentially boost it to heights never seen before. And a ton of people have always criticized McMahon in the realm of destroying professional wrestling because, well, for all intents and purposes, he pretty much killed all of the territories. But I've always said, let's keep it a buck. Hindsight being
Let's keep it a
2020
buck.
with the advent of social media and the boom of the internet, territories would have never lasted into the 2000s because, and on top of that, I'm pretty sure Ted Turner and WCW would have probably made the same move in the 90s that WWE made.
They was
in
all
the
trying to get
80s
to
in
that
trying to not only go national, pretty much
That's where their money is. If you can get
the
national,
life
you know what I
out
mean?
of
That's
all
what.
of the territories and
where
strong
the big money is.
monopolize the wrestling business. So kudos to Vince. He was a visionary to make that happen. But the vast majority of scandals that was covered inside of this doc was very alarming because some people didn't know about a lot of the different scandals. Some of those they already knew, ranging from, I believe the first one that was covered was the Jimmy Superfly Snuka
the
murder
murder?
of his
Yeah.
girlfriend in '83.
Yeah.
Brother, it's gonna be hot. Hot, brother. No doubt.
Jimmy Snuka was the biggest face in wrestling,
At the time,
the biggest
yeah.
money drawer in, or I should say, in the WWE. So with that being the reality of the situation, when this unfortunate passing of his girlfriend came about, what did they do? Sweep it under the rug. In fact,
Yep.
if you were to look and Google Jimmy Snuka incident, you'll see this wasn't just an isolated situation because there was history of domestic violence from Jimmy Snuka to his then girlfriend prior. And it was Vince McMahon, per the officer's notes, who had told his girlfriend not to go forth with a complaint towards Jimmy Snuka in an effort to not only protect Jimmy Snuka's image and what transpired, but also to protect his
The
business.
company, yeah.
Despite the fact that the woman was
course.
looking forth to possibly getting a prosecutor, she backed down and listened to McMahon. Ultimately, later on, she fell off of a ledge and passed away. The coroner notes and everything of the investigation proved that there was indeed blunt force trauma and brain injuries and stuff and clear signs of abuse. And they were getting ready to pretty much sentence Jimmy Snuka America of
I
murder.
don't even have my YouTube
But
channel.
hey, he got away with it by way of dying and no longer being in a position to be able to stand trial, because I think they dropped the entire trial because he was not fit enough to be there, and he ended up dying like 3 weeks later over in 2017. Also, the pedo ring that Pat Patterson was involved in the 80s.
It was a pedophile ring. He would grab my pecker.
Where you had 3 executives in the WWF essentially taking advantage of young ring boys and young boys who was employed by the business or just helping out with the business. And 2 of them got penalized. Pat Patterson got fired, but ultimately made his way back into the business. Let's call it what it is. Despite how big of a trailblazer Pat Patterson just so happened to be, not only in the realm of wrestling, but also that being a homosexual wrestler, being able to rise to the number 2 position in the company on the executive side. However, how many wrestlers over the course of the past 30 years have you heard, or even regular behind the scenes suits people talk about how Pat Patterson would unfortunately sexually harass them, or perhaps touch them in suggestive ways? In the documentary, Tony Atlas had mentioned, hey,
he would grab my pecker.
And what was he to do? Because Pat Patterson is more important to Vince's business than Tony Atlas is.
He's the number 2 guy in the office.
So if Tony Atlas goes to Vince and says, hey, Pat doing all this other stuff, Tony Atlas is afraid of losing his job, and you've got families to take care of.
You either take it or you go home.
So you suck it up, take the fall, do the time in the business, to reference the Gotti movie. So this was a situation in which, essentially, despite the fact all of this was transpiring, Vince McMahon himself would turn a blind eye to it, and when it was brought to his attention, he would sweep it under the rug, thus, enabling that behavior. And Pat Patterson, for all intents and purposes, would continue to do that throughout the years. Not to the same extent, because I believe it died down, but he was able to still kind of do sexually suggestive things here and there. Furthermore, to other scandals, the steroid case in the early 90s. Oh, and also where Vince had sexually assaulted a female referee. And this was probably one of the most egregious things inside of the doc, where ultimately Vince had said, well,
had it been a rape, the statute of limitations had run out. So, I mean, it's all kind of crap like that people are digging up and trying to find something on you.
What?
And now, a word from our sponsor.
Wait a minute. We're 3 weeks down in the NFL season, and week 4 is on the horizon. And I picked up another W this past weekend on Underdog, this time on the draft side. And this is the first time I did it since the playoffs of last year. And you can see I'm getting nothing but W's. Every primetime game, I'm going live, and you're seeing me get these W's in real time. And to make matters even better, all September. And you'll that free almost here, down, and let him.
Vince McMahon, a piece of shit.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
Had it been a rape, the statute of limitations had run out. So, I mean, it's all kind of crap like that people are digging up and trying to find something on you.
What? The moment that I heard that come out of Vince McMahon's mouth, I said, this dude is an absolute tyrant. It's not as if we didn't know he was a tyrant before. But the fact that you would say something like this, unprovoked, just shows the type of character that he is. Moving forward from there, the steroid trial in '93, in which it was the United States versus Vince McMahon, where steroids were illegal across all realms of sports. And by the grace of God, Vince McMahon was able to get a get out of jail free card. How was that? Well, Hulk Hogan was deemed immunity on the stand, and Hulk turned heel.
I was granted immunity. I know what I'm gonna say.
And defended McMahon and said, hey, McMahon never once told us to go and take steroids, nor did he distribute it to us, because ultimately the trial was that McMahon was embezzling money from Titan Sports in an effort to now purchase
Nobody knew what Hulk was
from
gonna
Dr.
say.
Zahorian, who I believe is in prison right now. Did he pass away? Somebody mentioned in the comment section. There's an extensive video on a number of these scandals, might I add, or I should say, extensive episodes by Dark Side of the Ring. So you check them out. If you guys were unaware,
Dark Side of the Ring,
man,
look into the brief. You know,
I usually end up crying.
I love that
touching
series.
on it in the
some of them
doc for Vince McMahon. Also
some
have
be
those
real, like
on the Patreon, but nonetheless, you have
some of you be like,
that was what the alleged thing was, embezzling money from Titan Sports to then
like the plane ride from hell. That shit was just like,
and distributed amongst the talent.
I never even watched that
constantly,
episode,
you heard individuals
that
like
was
Tony Atlas
crazy.
say, "Hey, I was on."
That was
steroids
really
before.
cool, really good. It's one of my
WWE,
favorites.
But Vince had never told me to go and take steroids, despite the fact that he never once had said, "Hey, if you taking them, stop," or whatever the case may be. He turned a blind eye to it. Bret Hart said, "Hey, I never seen Vince encourage individuals to go and take steroids." Hulk Hogan had said he never saw Vince McMahon go and encourage people to take steroids. And truly, in my opinion, I would agree with that. I think for Vince, it was one of those things in which he enabled individuals who took it by not going and stopping them. However, I don't think he made it a point to go and hand individuals said syringes to go and inject it.
I got the good stuff for you.
But there was no.
I wouldn't have been that
there was
surprised.
incredible amount of
At
steroid use from within the company. There was that.
I would have been surprised if he was using them. Like, look at his ass.
Odd storylines. There was a
he was
lawsuit
jacked as hell
with
until he was
Sable
like 80.
in '99, where Sable had alleged that there was a sexual harassment that was made towards her, wanting her to do sexually suggestive things and storylines, and she refused. Levels of degradation, if you will.
Sable, you were there.
And things of that nature,
like
where you're
favorite thing to
degrading
do that
yourself,
to at that point.
and degrading yourself in storylines. Trish Stratus talked about the storyline in which she was on her knees barking for McMahon.
Yeah, that
in
storyline
the
was
Sable
crazy
case,
too.
I think that was a load of absolute bullocks. Why is that? Well, she came back to work 4 years later and did the exact same kind of things that she was doing in '98. So for Sable, hey, you on your own. But I ain't gonna say too much. Why? Because Sable's last name is what?
You're damn right.
And I don't want those problems.
No, not at all.
From there,
not
you
at
had
all.
The
I forgot about that for a quick second.
There was
What a get by Brock,
a tanning salon, and she alleged that Vince McMahon had shown her naked photos of himself.
Isn't she like 10 years older than Brock?
Sir!
Yeah, I think so.
The alleged rape that Ashley Mazzaro happened to have in Kuwait brought it to Mr. McMahon. Mr. McMahon not only denied those claims towards her, but also publicly swept it under the rug. 10 years later, she takes her own life.
She accused WWE of not responding seriously to her allegations when she told them. She said,
I'm not saying that when you pass away,
the
brother.
WWE
I'm sorry,
functionally
Vince.
covered it up to protect the business.
I ain't saying
They
that when you
also
pass
touched
away.
on Vince's
Telling you, man, this nigga
mass
crazy,
amounts
bro.
of affairs. This man had an interview with Playboy in
What's worse, him or Diddy?
2001, where he didn't even
Him.
apologize
For
all
sure.
They're both like the same. I don't know. They're both pretty damn
I
close.
know they are
The
pretty
sex
bad,
was
but
amazing.
this nigga did
But
this shit for years, and
emotionally,
he's
I
definitely
regret
older
it
than
because
Diddy,
Linda
so I'm pretty
Right,
sure
that's true.
he's
He
got
did do
more
it for a
years
long
than him.
time.
So
I
yeah.
was gonna say, Diddy did do it for like
But
20 years
Paul
too.
Heyman
That's
This
brought
nigga,
it
bro,
back
this
home.
He did it for like
this
50
nigga-
years.
For all intents and purposes, in Vince McMahon's case,
Vince McMahon has had one truly monogamous relationship with the business that he built.
and that is absolutely
Of course.
110%.
Oh, yeah.
Because truly, that was his baby and truly his spouse.
course.
That's why he's probably feeling like he's in hell every single day that he's no longer.
He ain't
Hopefully.
loving it. He's not
descendant.
liking it.
Good.
There was some positives that they touched on. Not only
Black
of the
Hand got
rise
a little
of
video in the
man and
chat.
the
I wonder what he
successes
got in there.
of winning the Monday
Tell his
Night
ass go
War and then
sit
going
down
public and the stock getting incredibly
Black Hand, you
high
said
and
to go
ultimately
sit down
becoming
somewhere if
said
you didn't hear.
billionaire. They touched on a very somber, heart,
Oh, this one's fucking
moving
annoying, bro.
situation with
this. I
Shane
was like,
McMahon,
I'm not
where
done,
Shane
done
was
with
just
Vince,
a
bro. I'm
kid
done.
who wanted
I
to
don't even
be,
wanna hear about this nigga no more.
acknowledged and given that
Well,
attaboy,
go to the
pat
Apex
on the
quiz.
back, I'm proud of you, son, moment
go to the Apex
from
quiz?
his dad.
Yes.
And he didn't quite get that until WrestleMania 32 when he
Vince
fought.
is a horrible person.
majority of players
End of
won't
story.
pass this.
Are you ready for this? Yeah, because Vince is a piece of shit. You said that the majority of players won't pass this.
I told you, I'm not even gonna. Bro, come on, man.
I'm just
You the
curious.
Apex guy when it comes to all the trivia and
Well,
stuff. Like I'm
we
not
don't have
gonna
to do
pass
it then.
this.
Well, we can do something different then. We don't gotta watch it.
I mean, I still want to watch it. It's not even that long of a video, so.
The majority of players
I'm just curious.
Apex quiz. So between me and Boom, who will get the most correct?
I don't know.
What we got here? Which company developed Apex? Oh, that's easy.
Respawn?
Okay, I got one right. So Candy's 0. Respawn Entertainment, baby. C.
Yeah. Dude, they should have made it harder and say like EA. That's an easy one.
Yeah,
That's so easy.
Yeah, layup.
That's so cheap. That's
1-0.
That's like not fair. You just decided that you got to go first. You got the
I didn't
first
even need the multiple choice.
I'm assuming these get harder.
I would imagine.
When did Apex Legends officially launch? Ooh.
2019?
Thank goodness that this is multiple choice.
Yeah. Oh.
February
you need the date.
4th.
You need the date. 4th. This is the 4th. I'm pretty sure.
Is it A?
Yeah.
I know it's February.
It's A or B.
Yeah, it's A or B. I think it's A.
I think it's A.
I think it's A.
I think it's A too, but the first event was a Valentine's Day.
Swish. Swish was it?
1-1. Even though that was a very hard question.
That's
like
like
I couldn't remember the year, though. That was good shit on
What is
you.
the name of the organization that operates the Apex games?
Dude, why do you get the easy ones?
Wait.
Oh shit! What is their name? Oh fuck.
Hammond.
Hammond.
That's what I'm saying. That's I could go with Hammond.
Hammond
That's the only ones I know.
Oh, this is who runs the games? It's the Syndicate. Yeah, then it's the Syndicate. Yeah. I didn't read the
They
full.
kind of Hammer Robotics and B and C or B and D are the A.
That's A. Yeah.
Tricky, but
Who runs the
adding
games?
Apex Predators in there. I think that would
Well,
have
exactly. Yeah.
What's the name of the cluster planets in the Apex game? Oh my
That's what I'm saying. Like,
God.
I don't know about
Get the
this
hard
shit,
ones.
nigga. Like, what?
It's the Outlands.
Oh, this is easy. Wait, is it easy?
It's the Outlands.
Wait. Is it the Outlands? I'm assuming it's the Outlands.
I'm pretty sure it's the Outlands.
Dude, Frontier sounds really right.
Frontier is part. The
Shut up.
Frontier is
It's
part
B.
of it's from
A
part
sounds
of it.
right.
Oh, thank God.
It's the Outlands.
Frontier. They definitely talk about the Frontier.
They definitely do.
Where it shows up.
They do.
Who is the commissioner of the Apex?
Commissioner.
You get the easiest ones.
Well, didn't he die? Canonically.
You get the easiest ones, dude.
Wait.
It's Cuban
Quentin.
Ballistic.
Dude, you cannot.
Ballistic.
Don't pretend.
It's
Don't play
Silva.
coy.
B. Silva. Torres Silva.
Don't
Octane's
play.
dad.
No, it's not.
No, it's,
Wait, who
it's
is
A. I think it's A.
Is it just A? Kuban Bliss?
Yeah.
Wait, runs the Apex games?
Yeah.
He runs the Apex games.
Yeah.
Runs
No,
the...
Kuban Blisk is the leader of the Apex Predators. He isn't like the commissioner.
But he set up the Apex games, dude. How do you not know that?
No, he's not.
Yes,
he is.
He's a mercenary. He's not running
anymore.
the. He's not
He
running
was like
the.
20.
Not anymore.
He's
He's
like
like
20.
not.
Now he's like 50 and retired. Now he's doing the Apex
Kuban
games.
Blisk is the leader of the Apex Predators Mercenary Corps and the commissioner of the Apex games.
Holy
Why is the commissioner
was
a
a layup?
terrorist?
That's
that was a layup. And you
He did screw it up. He screwed it up.
Many would call Caustic a
Who is Caustic's
What is
real
it
name?
called? I forgot
Oh,
about
this
it.
easy one.
I don't know.
Jim Gregg.
Alexander Knox, baby.
Oh yeah, it is.
Wow, you
Alexander
know
Knox,
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. That's B.
Holy crap!
They could
I knew his last name was
and
Knox,
have them
of
all be
course.
Alexander Knox, but with different.
No,
middle
they're
names.
all this would have
Jim
got
Beam.
me.
No, this B.
Jim
I
Beam.
I would have been like
I know.
Ignatius.
This is like a. I thought there was gonna be more stuff about like the
my
game
boy.
itself, like with the guns.
kinda game,
Yeah,
right.
you know.
I knew it
Which
was
of
gonna be
these
like lore
is an
stuff.
actual legend upgrade for Pathfinder?
There's a lot of lore.
Oh, here we go. This is game related.
The easiest
This is
ever.
an
Which
actual. Wait, what?
What is this?
What is the name?
You
of
better
it?
pick. You better pick, Bucko. Time's running out. You better pick.
C.
What the fuck is the name of that?
read the name?
Oh my God.
Good guess. Good guess.
Yeah, good guess. You know, good
That
guess.
almost got me so bad. Oh my God! What does Marvin stand for?
Oh Jesus Christ!
Well, thank God it's multiple
My nigga
choice. I think I
Marvin.
can guess it because I just played Titanfall.
Dude, you're right. Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh.
Movement robot.
God.
Very nice.
Oh.
Yeah, right. Multi-purpose
I think it's C.
robotic virtual man.
Hey,
That's
I
so much
guess-
fun.
I
You
guess-
think A? Yeah, maybe,
It's
but I
so
think it's C. Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Those
robotic
a couple of those are funny.
Entity. Yeah, I knew that was a little weird.
What is the title given to Fuse in the Apex game?
The title.
The title? Grand Champion?
Oh
God. Oh.
Bombastic
Dynamic demolition
explosives
specialist,
expert.
explosives force master,
I think it's
bombastic
bombastic
explosives expert, blitz
explosives
blast
expert.
technician.
I think it's C.
Frick.
I'm not gonna say.
I'm leaning
anything.
towards A.
C.
Okay.
I'm leaning towards A.
I would've guessed
I'll
C.
go with A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Frick.
well, that's not
Bombastic
mine.
is such a silly name.
Well, that's why.
Guess the gun sound. Ooh, wait, this is
Oh, here we go.
This is head to head.
That's the 301.
That's 301.
That's the 301. Yeah. That's the 30 Wheezy, baby.
Yeah. Which is an endangered sound nowadays.
Nah, not for our games.
Oh my God, why is it slowing
301.
down? That's 301.
Hey, let's go.
That's one for me.
I better know that. That's
Rampage.
Well,
That's-
you know what that is?
I love that gun too.
These are 2 of your guns.
I know. I say it's our 2 guns. I love these guns.
Uncharged rampage.
It's not gonna say uncharged rampage.
And you thought you knew bad. Look at
By
that.
the way it is.
Rampage.
Uncharged.
It just says rampage.
Charge
Sentinel.
rifle.
My beloved.
Oh yeah,
my
it's the
beloved.
Sentinel. Yeah.
Why are you playing these sounds to boom? You know it
It's a Sentinel.
That is a
rises
charge.
It's a charged
That is a
Sentinel. It is a charged
Yeah,
Sentinel.
that's
Sentinel.
yeah.
It is. Yeah. It
That's
is a
who
charged
charged Sentinel too. Wow. Oh, that's a Kraber.
Kraber. That's a Kraber.
They need to
Dude,
throw
that's
some
not
really
a
weird
Kraber.
ones.
It is a
Okay, that is a
Kraber.
Kraber.
That is a
It's
Kraber.
definitely a Kraber.
Dude, imagine if they only did like
Look
the
at us knowing our
sound.
gun
Like,
sound.
that'd be kind of hard, like that
Ooh,
or something.
yeah.
Oh,
I
they
only
did
know
show.
because I
that's
know
great.
which one's gonna
Easy.
take
And
my
then
head off.
also, I think that's Candy's
how
Kraber because
dope.
there were no hit
Like
sounds.
that shit is valuable to know.
Very valuable.
Should have stated that this morning.
Havoc.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this is
a Havoc.
so I'll let you say this one.
It's Havoc, non-turbo.
With turbo.
Oh, you're right. There is a turbo in it.
Well, would it differentiate? No, they don't differentiate.
No, but there wasn't. You're right. There
There
was
was a turbo.
because there wasn't like a.
Yeah, there's no like little charge up.
Hemlock.
It's easy.
That's
They
so
should throw in sounds that don't exist anymore,
They
like
should.
alternator, disruptor rounds.
Yeah,
That was the Hemlock.
that's a hemlock. Absolutely.
I like the guns.
Pre or
is
post nerf?
Oh, hemlock burst.
somewhat.
You know what sounds? You know what sounds weird though? Since we're on burst or single shot or whatever, flatline single shot sounds weird. This though is a bolt.
Yeah,
I
though
fucking hate,
is a
bro.
Volts.
They sound so soft to me, bro.
Dave got a cave troll.
The sounds.
We
The
got a bolt.
Volt, yeah, I can't hear it because of the music, anyways. But still,
Nice.
the Volt sounds so soft.
Yeah.
That's the
There's the charge
charge
rifle.
rifle.
The charge rifle. Yeah.
No.
Wait. Oh,
This
wait.
is
This is the new one.
charge
It's a
rifle.
new one. Yeah.
The old one was bang. This one's bang.
I hate that shit.
The older one was bang.
These guys are
You don't
so
get extra points for
stupid.
knowing that.
He said, "E."
Ooh.
Mozambique.
So we would both know this is a P20,
Wait.
but it's just with hammies.
Oh, hammer point?
It's key.
I think it's a
Yes.
P20. Yeah, it is a P20.
Yeah.
It is
Wait,
with
that's
hammer.
what- that's
It
what-
is
I
with
agree
hammer
with
point.
Because the without
almost
the
sounds
E20
like a-
with hammers. Wow,
Yeah.
dude, if you did, I was actually struggling with that one because that's a weird sound. Because now we're used to the akimbo, like the rapid fire, but shooting one is very weird.
It's a single fire 301, isn't
I
it?
know what that is.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a single
It's-
shot thrill.
Single shot. Oh, I was gonna say hemlock. You're
Oh
right.
my
it's
God.
301.
That's a 301. It's
Oh
a
my
301.
god! I just
Dude,
saved you.
Am I
Yeah.
dumb?
Dude.
Dude, I thought it was hemlock
No.
for a second. You're
Dude,
right.
I
that was
need to
the
just let
301.
you. I just let you.
Let me
fail.
let me fail. Let me fail.
All right, what's this?
Prowler.
Ah,
Automatic
that's a
prowler.
good one. You think you got
That's
it?
the select
For a
fire
second, I was
prowler.
about to say 99. For
Right?
real.
Why you not say anything?
Select fire prowler.
Just
I know that gun. That's my favorite gun.
guess what
Uh-oh.
happens next. Oh,
Wait,
God.
what? Guess what
If
happens
it's a
next?
group of us,
Oh,
it's just
God.
like, gambling guess, we die. Drop.
Oh, wait. Does it have a timer? No, it doesn't.
Ooh,
Kill.
Horizon gets killed as she drops the armor. Horizon baits a team to push by dropping the armor and then wipes the new team.
They're pretty fun.
Third party comes and wipes. Third party comes and the whole team jumps off the map in panic. The dropped armor magically decides to jump off the map. Ooh.
I like D.
I bet it
I
falls
like
through
D.
the map.
I
I
was-
bet it just like.
C or D.
Because
I'm going D.
That's the
Well,
crazy.
I think it'd be the funniest thing
He
is the
said
whole
B?
team jumps off the map in a panic. I hope that happens.
I
but
hope
think
they
the
jump
armor
off the
just,
map because that'd be
yeah, just
hilarious.
disappears.
My vote is on D as in dog. Oh. Oh. Okay. When they
I
say
did
like,
not see that coming.
Yeah,
Would've been
I did
so
not see that
bad.
coming at all. What the hell?
That would have been so bad. Why'd they drop it in the first place?
Cause GG. What an edgy name. Ooh. Fuse deals. Okay, what's gonna happen? Fuse deals 1,000 damage in under a minute with most of the utility. Fuse's teammates block his utility and he dies to his own grenades. Fuse's utility deals 100 damage only somehow.
B.
Fuse clutches up and then dies to his own utility.
You said B?
Yeah.
I think
That's what I hope happens. Yeah, that's what I hope happens. I'm going with you. Because I want that to happen. I want that to happen. I want him to die to his own grenade.
To experience
It'd
that,
be
but I
hilarious.
have
Like
a
bounce
feeling
back.
that,
Boom.
like they're gonna win, and then he'll just like die to knuckle because that happens to me sometimes. That's relatable. All right.
A's
So now
my vote.
we're split. I say D.
I'm watching his damage counter, by the way. He needs to hit.
What's going on? Oh, there
Oh,
it
he's
is.
cracking.
His teammate block.
Oh my god. The damage is going up.
Yeah,
Man, he
is.
cracking. He cracking. He cracking.
Yeah, this is damage. Yeah.
There's another team behind
Just
him.
keep going. Just keep going. Just keep chucking them bitches.
Yeah,
No. I think mine's gonna be right, dude.
Yeah, he's
just
dealing
doing
with
$1,000.
Yeah, he's definitely
He's
down.
seen 1,000.
He needs to get to 1,200 for
That
my
wasn't
vote to
all
be right.
utility though, was it?
No, the low.
He said, did it say all or mostly?
Himself for me to be right.
Yeah, I don't know. Either way.
Come on, just die.
He's well over the limit for me, so like he's
He fucking
he did do A.
mostly.
Okay.
I'm the winner. I'm the winner.
Okay. Dude, remember this place?
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I kind of dug it.
Oh, this place was kind of fun. Oh, they're all dead. They're all dead.
Wait,
That's funny.
is there more?
Whoa.
Oh, no way.
All right, what's gonna happen? Val gets back up with her jetpack. Val runs out of
Teammate makes a
jetpack,
heroic sacrifice. I'm going C.
Teammate makes a heroic sacrifice.
I don't know how
to
it's
save
gonna work,
Valkyrie.
but I want that to
Valkyrie
happen.
gets back
I'm going
up,
C.
dies
I
anyway.
don't know how it's gonna
I
happen.
vote on C or
But
D.
that's what I'm going
You
for.
pick. You go first.
D.
I'm gonna say
D?
G.
Yeah, okay, I'm going C.
B.
B.
She runs out of jetpack fuel and falls.
Yeah, but that's the most obvious choice.
Well, I mean, it might be the obvious one.
Say
Crazy.
horses,
Doesn't have to be.
not zebras. When you hear hoofbeats, rude.
Yeah, but this is YouTube, not like real life. I think it's D, dude.
You think D Val gets back up and dies
Yeah,
anyway?
I think something.
I hope with a teammate makes a heroic
That's what I hope.
sacrifice, but I think she just runs out of juice.
I want to see C, but I think D.
The teammate. Oh!
Okay, that was tight.
Died, though.
That was a heroic sacrifice.
That's
I
right.
kind of chose two.
You chose.
Dude, that's
you chose
crazy.
C.
That was a heroic sacrifice.
Well, she was gonna run out of juice and die, but she didn't die. The teammate makes a
no,
heroic
we were both wrong.
sacrifice.
Sorry, we were both wrong.
wrong.
Okay.
That's funny.
Okay, we got Bangalore just sliding into. Oh my God, that's it.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
All right, what's gonna happen? Bangalore clutches up by using insane movement. Bangalore's passive works against her, making her fall off the map. Bangalore jumps for joy after clutching up. Bangalore dies after resing the Pathfinder, only for the Pathfinder grapple to
Okay.
D. She's
Yeah.
gonna res Pathfinder and he's gonna like launch off the map.
I'm gonna go for
think
B.
B
Yeah,
for
I'm
Ken
going
Russell.
B. She's gonna jump off the map.
Wait, she didn't get.
Well,
She did not get
she
happy.
didn't res him. Clutches up with movement?
Insane movement.
Wow.
Look,
Insane
I haven't
movement.
seen.
Kinda crazy.
I haven't seen anything insane yet.
Insane movement.
Oh my God. No.
Yes. Wait, what? She jumps for joy. Wait, that's not right. That's definitely not C.
I don't know who won.
What?
I don't know. It feels like I won.
Wait, what?
Feels like I won.
Feels like I won.
I felt really good about that one. Hope you guys
I
enjoyed
don't
that
know, I
video.
don't-
If you want to see more of
I don't
our
know what
rich
happened at the end
content,
there.
click on this link.
Oh God, here we go. Now we're going. Yeah. We have anything we want to do before Nick?
Yes. Fuck, man. I'm not happy about this, man. I'll be right back, man. Shit. Fucking crowd.
Fucking Nick Crowley, the dog.
Trying the most expensive and most unique foods at Dodger Stadium. Let's go! Dad! Korean fried chicken for 33 bucks. A very funky fermented chicken sauce. You guys want to try these wings?
Cheers!
Oh, you're going for the fry, huh?
Dude, these are really good. That's really good.
It's an 8.
I think 9.2.
Is that far? It's strong. Spicy, crispy, a little chewy. I'll give these like an 8-1. Barbecue platter, $50. Chicken, brisket, hot link. Making sure none of this food goes to waste.
Gordita!
Let's go! Let's go!
Oh, damn, it's good.
It's good?
10 out of 10.
A little dry, lacking some flavor. I'm giving this a 7.2.
Deep fried peanut butter and jelly sandwich for $15.
A little expensive.
Only tasting peanut butter. 7.8.
Mango nata for $30.
Slushy with tahini and chili, 8.5. Trying the most expensive and most unique foods at Dodger Stadium.
Oh, those are pretty good. I mean, you know.
Why being the Batman sucks. One day, Batman is shown bleeding from a wound as he returns to the Batcave, where Alfred treats him and we see Batman's battle scars. A broken back from Bane, burn marks from the Riddler, claw scars from Catwoman, bite punctures from Killer Croc. Also stab wounds, gunshot marks, acid burns, and so on. On top of that, Alfred is the only one who treats Bruce to protect his secret identity. Whenever Bruce visits the doctors, they tell him his body is falling apart and he has several bone fractures which haven't healed properly. Bruce reflects on the scars covering his body, but there are still some scars he will never heal from.
Maybe I should hit that. You know, I don't have my extension. Shit. Whatever. I can't turn my black light on, man. My extension cord got stolen. I don't want to get up to go get it.
Okay. This isn't like a scary. It's not. I guess this isn't scary. This is intense, though.
This is as scary as it gets. I guess. Yes and no.
Oh shit, that looks really good.
In the crowd, you make us question life. Topics include.
Oh boy.
It's 3:16 p.m. on April 10th, 2018.
You wanted this.
A 911 operator receives a call from 16-year-old Kyle Plush, who had just experienced a freak accident. In the minutes prior to this call, Kyle had just arrived at the Seven Hill School in Cincinnati, Ohio for a tennis match. He had been driving a 2004 Honda Odyssey, a minivan that featured 3 rows of seating, with his gear for the day's match being stored in the very back. In order to retrieve it, Kyle climbed to the back of the vehicle and reached over the 3rd row seating, extending his body as far as it could go in order to grab his equipment, when suddenly, the seat's folding mechanism was engaged, causing it to collapse into its storage position, taking Kyle with it.
Yeah. Might have been a
In an
Mr.
instant,
Ballin
he was
story or
pinned
something.
and completely unable to move, as he was now trapped in the car upside down, not even being able to move his arms and hands enough to grab his cell phone. Though luckily, his phone had Siri, which he would call out to call the police.
Hello? 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 Where are you? Hello? Where are you? I can't hear you.
While on the phone, Kyle couldn't hear anything given how far away he was from the device, but he stated as clearly as he could that he was in dire need of help. Due to the position he was stuck in, he was already struggling to breathe, and he knew he was likely not going to survive much longer, which he made very clear to the operator.
I'm in desperate need of help. Hello? I'm gonna die here.
Less than 1 minute later, the call would cut out. In the recording, Kyle clearly portrayed to the operator where he was, that he couldn't hear her, and that his life was in danger, which prompted her to immediately send a patrol car over to the school in search of him, though inexplicably, she never told the officers that Kyle believed he was going to die.
What did you tell him then?
Not understanding how dire the situation was, the officers that pulled up to the scene didn't even bother to stop the car. Instead,
I definitely have heard this one.
unsure of what car was Kyle's. They didn't even bother to
turn on
their music or crack a window.
I have heard this one. He doesn't even turn his music down, man. I didn't see the footage.
Types of cars that other students were driving.
These kids drive better cars than you do.
As officers continued their half-hearted search, another phone call would be made to 911. It was Kyle, whose tone was now drastically different.
I probably don't have much time left to tell my mom that I love her if I die. This is not a joke.
After Kyle says his goodbyes, he tries one more time to relay what was happening, this time providing the parking lot he was in, along with the exact make and model of his car.
Man, bro, he was like, bro, I'm giving y'all all, like, I can't.
It gave you every detail. It gave them everything.
In the Southwood parking lot of 7 Hills Back. Send officers immediately. I'm almost dead.
At this point, officers were still in the parking lot looking for him. Help was literally just
Did they not
away.
relay this latest
the operator
thing?
was also able to get a ping from Kyle's phone, which gave coordinates to his exact location, within just 5 to 10 feet of his vehicle.
Bro, this
And yet,
officer is just
the dispatcher never passed this information along.
Bruh.
As Kyle remained on the line fighting for his life, the officers on the scene would pull out of the parking lot, close their report, and carry on with their day, stating, "I don't see nobody," which I didn't imagine I would. With this line making it apparent that those involved with the case never actually believed this situation
Didn't even
was
give
real,
a shit.
and instead viewed it all as a hoax.
Wow.
Just minutes later, Kyle would go quiet, and the phone would disconnect for a final time. It would take 6 hours for that trunk to be opened, and not by the police, but instead by Kyle's father, who had no idea that any of this had taken place, seeking out his son's vehicle only to find Kyle flipped upside down in the trunk. He had been dead for hours. Despite the circumstances, Kyle did everything right. He remained calm, he was respectful, and he described exactly where he was and what his car looked like. And yet,
And people wonder why we hate the police, man. It ain't even just because they be fucking like shooting people for no damn reason. It's for shit like this, bro. Exact make, model, car, everything, location.
Kyle Plush most likely would have
Everything
survived.
detailed. He made it everything except fucking.
As a result of the mishandling of Kyle's case, his parents, Jill and Ron, were awarded a $6 million settlement with the city of Cincinnati.
Ooh, $6 million.
Though even more importantly for the couple, they vowed to do their part to assure that mishandled 911 calls of this nature never happen again, as they've gone on to consult with various emergency call centers to tell Kyle's story, somehow taking this horrible accident and selflessly turning it into something positive for the rest of society. Today, these phone calls remain relics of a grave error made
Kyle, you did more than 99.9% of people would have done. They would have never even probably thought to call the yell for
He
serious.
didn't even sound like he was panicked. Like he was just like, "Yo, I need y'all to get here."
Hey, I'm not panicked right now, but if y'all don't get here, I'm gonna die.
And this lady sat on the phone. Whoever sat on the phone and didn't. Yeah, like bro, y'all
past any urgency, no nothing. No. Especially when he called back. All right, maybe you're a little lax on the first call, like, hey,
I feel you, crack.
sketchy, take it easy. But on the call back, you're just like, all right,
okay. Announcing that tonight would be another one of
maybe
his
I
famous
should,
game nights.
If it's a hoax, then we're gonna be pissed. But if not, we
practically everyone was cooped up indoors with little opportunity to help
look into this.
But for 24-year-old Ernest Wilson and his friends, this didn't stop them from having a good time.
well, that's good.
Ernest often hosted parties featuring childhood games like Monopoly and Uno, adding in his adult flair by turning them into drinking games, with one game in particular being top of mind.
Damn, that's a lot.
Hide and seek. The evening began with Ernest inviting his Facebook friends to the function, letting them know that this time the game night would be held at an Airbnb rather than in his home, though he never gave out the address, as this was a closed invitation event, which he made very clear on his page. Please don't show up with nobody I didn't personally invite if we didn't discuss it first. They're going to get left outside.
That sounds like
Ernest
some
took
black
it so
shit.
seriously
Yeah,
that
like,
at one point he even called out one of his viewers, stating outright that they were not allowed to show up under any circumstances.
You're not invited. You're not pulling up on me. The person who just joined. If you're still watching, you're not invited. Because you don't fucking listen, and I'm gonna bang you in your mouth next time.
However, it was never revealed who exactly this person was, or why Ernest expressed such hostility towards them.
I'm saying.
From there, Ernest would start and stop his live stream a few different times, showing the progression of the party, which ended up with a decent turnout. And by 2 a.m., with there being no signs of slowing down, it was time for the main event.
Uh-oh. It's never something good.
It's in the Carly video.
Yeah.
About to play hide and seek. This was the caption for Ernest's final live stream of the night, which shows his group of friends preparing to play the game, turning off all the lights in the house before Ernest himself steps outside, assuming the role of the Seeker, beginning his countdown as the camera keeps rolling.
Eventually, motherfucking burns the house down or some shit. He's
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
You know you doing that shit on purpose.
I can hear y'all. 14, 15. I can see y'all. 16, 26, 27, 28, 29. Because I'm tired of fucking counting.
Oh, bro, you better.
Ready or not, here I come.
That's disrespectful. You better count.
After a long
honestly,
30 seconds, it was time to find his friends, with Ernest starting a search inside the home.
Ain't nobody in this bathroom. I didn't think about it. Fuck. Oh, alright.
He said he makes a lot of games as drinking games, so I'm curious how he made this into a drinking game, or if this isn't a drinking game. Because if this is late at night and we've been drinking and smoking, and if I find a good hiding spot, I'll probably pass the fuck out.
It's time they on y'all ass. Down here.
What?
The front door locked. Dumbass. I'm on your ass.
According to Ernest, someone was trying to get in through the front door, unaware that he had just locked it, and assuming that this was one of the people he was looking for, he took off to the backyard, believing that's where he would find them. And sure enough, he did.
1, 2, 3. Who the f is that, G?
I don't know.
Get your dumb on the other side of this gate. Who the fuck?
Ernest flips the camera around, revealing a man hopping over a gate to the backyard. He had no idea who this person was, but he seemed to assume that they were likely just trying to get into the party, not really taking it too seriously, hence his joking attitude. Though his attitude would soon shift drastically.
Dumbass nigga. This can't be one of my friends.
Fuck on the ground.
Hey, Pard! Pull that shit up!
In this moment, Ernest's live stream cuts off, and he would never go live again. According to those at the party, this unknown man hopped the fence and brandished a gun, stating that he was there to rob the place, being followed by one other person whom the group also failed to recognize. Ernest tried his best to run, but was eventually caught in the house, where after a few minutes, and for reasons unknown, the man seen hopping the fence fired his weapon, striking Ernest twice and ending his life. The killers quickly fled the scene without harming anyone else, or seemingly without even taking anything.
Okay, that's
The footage is highly disturbing, knowing that we're witnessing the final moments of a man who was just having some fun with his friends. But what makes this so much darker is that we have no idea who this person is, or why they did what they did. Even after 4.5 years, Ernest Wilson's killers have yet to be identified. Detectives working on the case have theorized that this was likely a robbery gone wrong, potentially spurred on by Ernest's posting habits, as to put it bluntly, he was a drug dealer, as on his Facebook page he often showed off huge amounts of his product, including during a live stream he did on the very day of this party. And also on the same day, Ernest had made a post about how much cash he had on him, essentially putting a target on his back. Online, some have theorized that this botched robbery may have been committed by the person that entered Ernest's live stream earlier that night, which caused him to have that intense reaction.
You're not invited. You're not pulling up on me because you don't fucking listen, and I'm gonna bang you in your mouth next time.
Though to my knowledge, this person has never actually been tracked down. But by far the most common sentiment online was that Ernest's friends were involved to some capacity, as none of them were injured and none of their possessions were taken, making it clear that at the very least this crime was targeted at the host. And on top of this, remember, Ernest never shared the address for that Airbnb, at least not publicly. And yet, these people just so happened to show up to the home at the exact moments that Ernest was by himself in the dark. And perhaps most chillingly, as the robbery is unfolding, you can hear one of Ernest's friends chuckling in the background.
I did hear that. But that do make sense, though.
Though as concerning as this is, it's sadly far from conclusive, and to this day, it appears that Ernest's case is slowly being lost to time.
You can't be showing stuff. You can't be doing that though, showing product like that and be talking about how much money and stuff you got on. Like you can't do that.
Cannot
expect things to go well. You can't do that.
Now these messages.
Before we dive into our next case, I want to first thank today's video sponsor,
that's
Factor.
what black people
I'll admit
don't
it, I have
understand.
a very bad habit
when
when it comes to
you
I'm
flex
always,
your money
it's a
like
bad,
that, you know why white people can do that? Because they be out the way. They be somewhere overseas, you know what I'm saying? Like on a boat, some goddamn where. Like nigga, don't do that shit. Then try to pull up to an Airbnb in some random ass city. Yeah, like nigga, come on, bro.
I came across yet another example of just how dark things can get when the cameras go live. It happened on January 22nd, 2017, when a 14-year-old girl named Naika Vanez went on Facebook Live with a caption. In the stream, she discussed how difficult life had been. Throughout the years, she had been placed in and out of countless foster homes, where her treatment ranged from poor to straight-up abusive, with this constant mistreatment leading her to just want it to be over already. And based on the title of the stream, it was clear what her intentions were going to be. As the livestream progressed, hundreds of people flooded into the video to see what exactly was going on, as word quickly spread that something horrible was about to happen, though you wouldn't know it by looking at the chat. According to many watching, those in the comments had no sympathy for the girl, as many actually mocked her, calling her names, and even commented laughing emojis, as she desperately tried to open up, with those same commenters viewing this not as a cry for help, but as a cry for attention, outright pushing her to carry on with these intentions. And tragically, she did. All while the camera remained rolling. However, even after she followed through with this, the behavior of her chats didn't stop. Whether they assumed it was fake or just didn't care either way, the hateful barrage of insults actually got even more vile once she had obviously passed away. And this went past just words, as people who knew her actually began making parody videos of the girl, replicating the position she was dead in, all while her live stream continued running. It would take over an hour before police would finally be called and retrieve her body, with the stream being shut down by Facebook. It was an awful situation.
Let yourself be like that,
but what I found most saddening about this was her final reason for doing.
We don't have a problem. We see how it's like
it's wanted to be
a reaction. Like we can do that very easily.
So dearly. And this was something
very fucking spiteful and just like,
as her mother, Gina Alexis, claimed that she too desperately wanted to be
that shit is easy,
with her
man.
daughter.
For real.
And following her daughter's highly publicized
Kids
death,
can do this shit.
Gina actually came forward at a news conference to discuss the tragedy.
Her biological mother broke down while speaking about her daughter's death. She dreamed of one day being reunited permanently.
I have just in Florida.
I know.
To care people to care for my baby.
Where she blamed the entire foster care system for everything that had happened, believing that they didn't do a good enough job of keeping her daughter safe, and they failed to try and reunite her with Naika. Because of the obvious emotion involved and the overall shocking nature of this case, the news report would quickly go viral, leading to widespread support for the grieving mother. However, this also caused some people to look a bit deeper into what exactly led up to this live stream, for which one piece of information was brought to light that somehow made this case even more upsetting. On the day that Naika's life came to an end, it was revealed that her mother was actually in the stream watching before and after it happened, seeing her own daughter having this mental breakdown, as well as seeing all those people in the chat mocking her, which made people feel even more sorry for Gina, as her plight was unimaginable. Though this wasn't the only revelation to come forward, as it was soon realized by the investigators looking into Naika's case that Gina had not only witnessed all of these people laughing at her daughter and egging her into ending her life, but she had also joined them as well. Hashtag 88 games played, you sad little DCF custody. That's why you are where you're at. For this dumb shit and more, you keep crying wolf. You dead, you will get buried, life goes on after that doesn't listen to their parents, trying to be grown, seeking boys and girls' attention instead of her books. In a live stream where one of the last things Naika ever said was that she desperately wanted to be reunited with her mother, that same mother was not only watching, but actively pushing her to follow through on her plans, leaving this comment where she outright says that it doesn't matter if you live or die, life goes on. And it got even worse. The media also discovered that the reason Naika had been removed from her custody to begin with was because Gina had beaten her 30+ times with a belt when she was only 6 years old. On top of this, Gina often texted Naika saying that she wanted nothing to do with her, despite the young girl frequently reaching out and begging to be part of her life. Eventually, Gina would tell Naika's caseworker that, "The girl is y'all's problem, I'm done with the games," before sending Naika middle finger emojis when all she did was ask to see her brother. And this is all amongst other things that are far more horrendous that I really don't want to get into.
Yeah.
And yet, after Naika's death, Gina had the audacity to go
in
an attempt to garnish
that's what I'm saying. You see,
death
that's
that
what I'm
she
saying.
clearly
Human
contributed
being,
to, saying that all she wanted was to be the girl's mother, despite rejecting her at every turn. And honestly, this is where I thought this entire story would come to an end, until I noticed something strange when I was editing this video. Naika's Facebook page is still active. It's no longer posting anything original, but instead, the account is consistently reposting content from another page, a page run by Gina. After Naika's death, Gina seemingly seized control of the young girl's Facebook account, where she now posts her own content, which includes her attempting to defend the fact that she gave up on Naika.
Tell me what mother
you're not about to be famous,
would accept a 13 going on 14-year-old in and out of detention centers, going to jail or getting arrested while in foster care.
As well as her responding to those who blamed her for her daughter's death.
People be like, you heard the rumors going around about you? And I did. But they forgot to tell you one thing. That I don't give a fuck. What's my name? My first name is Very Much. My last name is Unbothered.
And even some posts where she's promoting her podcast, as it seems that after all this, Gina's actually trying to carve out some sort of career as an influencer, as she posts videos garnering sympathy for the loss of her daughter, along with giving out parenting advice.
Giving out parenting.
Parents need to do for their child that they're not motherfucking doing. They're not paying attention because they're taking the
man, this thing you want to follow this bitch just so I can watch her downfall,
Gina has
bro.
little to no remorse for what she did.
Oh man.
Because that's epic levels of shitbaggery right there.
Oh shit, yeah.
On the 11th of June, 2009, a young man named Eugene Latta took to an urban
Epic
inspiration
levels,
forum
bro. She
and
might
wrote
have the
in
crown
broken
right
English.
now. I'm keeping it real.
I'd like to tell you about Odessa catacombs. Odessa is not far from the capital.
That's S tier right
That's
there.
S tier, dog. You can't deny it. That's S tier.
Their total length is more than 2,500 kilometers, so these catacombs are much bigger than the Paris catacombs. During World War II, a lot of citizens were hiding in the catacombs. A lot of them used to live there for a year and more, so even today it is possible to find weapons, equipment, and even dead bodies. Every year a lot of explorers get lost and even die there.
Sounds like a place I should just not
His
go
post
by
was
myself.
accompanied by a series of photographs from the underground labyrinth, which stretched over 1,500 miles.
Holy
paths
shit.
winding aimlessly deep below the surface of the earth. The structure was mainly the result of limestone mining many years ago, though despite this, it was never properly mapped, and was conversely not often explored, essentially being a pitch-black maze to nowhere. Given that the area wasn't well known back in '09, the post was met with amazement. Fellow urban explorers applauded the location and the photographs that Lata had taken, wanting to see even more, and since he was a native of the area, Lata delivered. Thanks to all. If you want, I can add more photos. As I said earlier, a lot of people get lost and even die under Odessa. Maybe this photo
Maybe you should just take it easy, though.
Man.
It's the dead body of a 19-year-old girl who had gotten lost in the maze. Though it's censored here, the image shows 3 young boys staring blankly at the camera as they stand behind a badly decomposed body. Understandably, this image caused a lot of intrigue on the forum as other users began to press for more information. And sure enough, it was a story that Lata knew well.
3, 2, 1. Did he take her down there and leave her or some shit? Is that what we're about to find out?
I don't know, man. See, this...
It was New Year's Eve.
This is getting crazy.
You know what, Craig?
A group of teenagers made their way down into the homes to begin their celebration. This wasn't super uncommon at the time, as many of the entrances to this labyrinth were very easily accessible. This one in particular just happened to be located directly next to the public school 56, and had just been left wide open, making it the perfect place for friends to sneak a few drinks. As the group began to grow more intoxicated, one of the girls wandered off in search of a place to relieve herself. However, she apparently took one too many turns and soon found herself completely alone. She cried out, but the tunnels were just too complicated. Each step she took led her more and more into obscurity. Her friends tried to find her, or maybe they didn't. We really don't know.
What do you do?
But in their drunken state,
I'm not trying to get lost.
And never went back to find her.
We need to bring a really long ass rope. Anytime I would go there, I'm bringing a massive rope. I'm tying it down, wrapping it around my waist. You know what I'm saying? I ain't joking.
We're not playing.
Whole time we partying and drinking, and we have a party there. My ass will be tied. Tied to that rope. No games.
And looking at one of the only attempted maps of this tunnel system.
Oh, shit.
Perhaps it was more hypothermia that killed her. But
nigga. So yeah, we're not going further than this fucking first part. We're not going past that.
Where this is?
If that's the entrance, we're not going past that first block.
Yeah, right. Like we're staying in this straightaway.
Exactly.
Maybe this L right here. Probably just the straightaway, to be honest with you. I'm probably not turning any corners. What the fuck? This is underground.
Yeah, it makes... I mean, underground's there for above ground, so it makes sense, but...
Yeah, but like you had to dig this in from above. Like, you know, you had to make... Where did he say this was again? Because this is bigger than the catacombs in Paris. Is this like Germany or something?
Bro, I don't know, but I can tell you this much, bro. That shit is absurd.
We're at, look at that. We paused it at 25 minutes even. Hold on. I need to hear where this was. Because he said it right at the beginning.
On the 11th of June, 2009, a young man named Eugene Lata took to an urban exploration forum and wrote in broken English, "Hello, I'd like to tell you about Odessa."
It just says Odessa catacombs.
Odessa is not far from the capital of Ukraine.
Oh,
yeah. Under Odessa consists the biggest catacomb.
Ukraine. That's crazy.
Yeah. So.
Dude, look at that.
No.
Dude, that's crazy. What are they made for? Just survive. I think they said World War. Now that I think about it,
perhaps it was dehydration or hypothermia that killed her. But according to some, based on the photo, the corpse appears to have its skull caved in, implying that in a desperate attempt to end her anguish, she may have bashed her head against the wall until she passed away.
What?
Her name was Masha, and she was only 19 years old. 3 long months later, in April of 2005, Lata and his group would stumble across the body, immediately reporting their findings to the police. The law enforcement refused to even try and venture down there in order to retrieve her, as they knew just how dangerous and unmapped this environment was. It would take 2 long years for her body to be recovered, thanks to a friend of Lata writing a strongly worded letter to the government that included a photo of Masha's body. The story is unimaginable. To be trapped in a place like this,
her family, goddamn.
It has to be the absolute worst way to go. And because of the gruesome nature of the story and the photograph, it spread all throughout the online world, where it became a legendary internet mystery, as even with the added context, many were still left with pressing questions. Were Masha's friends involved in some way with her death? Had they abandoned her there on purpose?
Do you wander around? Do you risk wandering around?
I do not.
But as it turns out,
there's
one far more pressing question to be answered.
What do you... That's like the worst, bro.
In 2015, a full decade
now we're
after
10 years later? What the
a journalist
fuck?
named Mike Pearl had picked up the case with the hopes of writing a Halloween article for Vice. And in his research, he made a rather unusual discovery, as according to him, Masha seemingly didn't exist. Pearl was never able to find any verifiable proof that a girl named Masha had ever gone missing in that area. He was also not able to find any death records of anyone by that name either, or even any reports of a body being pulled from the catacombs during this time frame. Something just wasn't adding up, and it got stranger from here. Sometime after the photograph began making its rounds, one of the most prominent explorers of the Odessa catacombs put out a statement on his own website in regards to Masha, which read, "Besides the original photographer, there isn't one person, civilian or law enforcement, that can confirm the story. We believe it is just a practical joke and the corpse is fake." Following this revelation, Pearl was able to track down Lata, who was unable to recount where the body was roughly seen, or even how to get in touch with the other people shown in this photo, none of whom had ever come forward to back his testimony, which makes the credibility of Lata and his story of Masha incredibly shaky at best. However, this is where the crux of the mystery stands today. When looking at these photos, one thing is apparent to me and essentially everyone else who has seen them. The corpse shown seems very real, and matches the decay of the bodies found in similar environments, with that one prominent Odessa explorer eventually deleting his statement at some point over the years, leaving the general consensus that this is in fact a real corpse. But if the story of Masha isn't true, then who is this?
Who is it?
Well, we have no idea. It's entirely a mystery. But the reality of the situation is that bodies being found down in these catacombs isn't totally uncommon. Over the years, many explorers have gotten lost down there and suffered the exact same fate as the story of Masha. But on top of this, these tunnels have also been used by murderers as a dumping ground for their victims' bodies, with either one of these scenarios being possible in this case. Though the frustrating part is that we may never actually know who this person was or how they died, as I and many others have doubts that this body was ever actually recovered, just simply due to lack of public information and news reports about it. And instead, the reality is that this corpse is probably still down there somewhere, and has simply been lost to time, as sections of the catacombs have been known to flood and cave in, sealing them off from the outside world forever. So for now, and potentially the rest of the world, the story of Masha will remain an internet mystery.
Let's do it. We gotta search every square inch.
We're gonna need some cash, though. That shit is gonna cash, because it's gonna cost
Hunter trudges through the wooded terrain.
And we're also gonna need a shit ton of rope, because I'm not going anywhere. Not
because we need to have a system.
He managed to land a single shot, causing the animal to take off, leaving behind a trail of blood. He followed this trail all throughout the remote region before stumbling across a shallow ditch, where he would find a body. Though not the body of the bear he had just shot, and rather, the body of a woman reduced to bone. The remains were quickly sent off for forensic analysis, though very little
But did you get your bear?
Given the fact that she was a young woman,
That's
and that she had been murdered, as they found 2 bullet holes in her skull. With there being essentially no other information to go off of, a special team at the FBI started creating a composite of what this woman may have looked like. This was the result. This was their first attempt at depicting this Jane Doe, who they would later dub Christy Crystal Creek, though it wouldn't be their own.
I think they do, though, by the way. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think they do.
The uncanniness of these depictions is undeniable, and recently I've fallen down this rabbit hole of disturbing police sketches and recreations, as those can often be very helpful and do lead to legitimately good results.
Sometimes they're really good at
getting times where they appear almost non-human, with many examples like Christie's being shared online on the FBI's website in order to enlist the public's help in identifying these victims, with one of the more notorious examples coming decades later, in 2014. The discovery was made on June 5th of that year, when a group of highway workers were mowing grass in the town of Geneva, Wisconsin, when they noticed a pair of strange-smelling suitcases.
Why does it always come back to Wisconsin?
Both in various stages of decomposition,
Down to Geneva, bro.
I don't know to tell you, bro.
One would quickly be identified as 37-year-old Laura Simonson, while the other was in much worse shape.
A lot of drinking out
and
there,
distinguishing
man.
her
And
facial
alcohol,
features
a lot of alcohol really
difficult.
don't lead to great
But this didn't
things.
stop them from trying.
You called. You shut your fucking mouth. What the hell?
Why?
This is one of the more
Why'd
infamous
y'all
examples
release
out
that?
there due to just how unnatural it appears.
Why'd y'all release
with the face
that?
of this woman being turned into a meme and even being used in a video game.
Yeah, like why'd y'all release that, bro?
That's bogus. They use it in the game.
But to me,
that would be
there's one
fucking
example
freaky.
that
I would be running. I'd be calling.
as the entire story and its recreation gives me such an uneasy feeling. The discovery was made all the way back in April of 1977, when a couple in Alberta, Canada,
I don't want any
returned to their
more,
often
Nick. I don't
abandoned
want any
cabin
more.
in order to empty the septic tank, only to find a body floating inside. The body was in brutal shape and showed signs of extreme torture, as the man had been beaten, mutilated, burned with cigarettes, and even shot multiple times.
Damn!
Due to the body, it was impossible to
What the
identify.
hell?
So regardless, a recreation was made,
Somebody
and
was
using a computer
pissed,
model of the
bro.
man's skull, they slowly pieced him together.
No. I don't want to see it, Nick. I look like somebody I know. Oh, God.
He would later be dubbed Septic Tank Sam.
Never mind.
These
There's
names
something
are
so
ridiculous.
depressing about these composites, as these are real people with real stories and real
I know.
names that have been reduced to these horrifying images and tacky nicknames.
See, that one's
But there's
so
another
bad.
side of these police
That one's
images
the other
too,
two are
as we
decent.
deal
That
with
one was
these
Yeah, it's like,
it's
why'd you
obviously
release
incredibly
that?
sad. But when dealing
That one
with
was
Must be out
suspects,
bogus.
these off-putting identities can be outright horrifying. Over the years, there's been numerous unidentified killers who law enforcement were not able to positively identify, forcing them to turn to these same methods of sketching and recreating, with one of the darkest examples being that of the Lake Bodom killer. It was June 5th, 1960. 4 Finnish teenagers were on a camping trip to Lake Bodom, sleeping peacefully in their tent on the lakeshore, when suddenly they were attacked. It happened in an instant, as a man yielding a knife began stabbing through the tent, eventually bludgeoning the group with an unidentified blunt object. That night, 3 of the teens would be killed, while one managed to survive with substantial injuries. When asked about what he had seen that night, the lone survivor claimed that the man who attacked them wore all black and had large red eyes. Based on his accounts and other potential sightings, a sketch of what this man may have looked like was made, and the results were unusual at best.
I'm saying he didn't seem like he had. That's a.
With this
I
man
mean,
going
that's
on to
not
garner
terrible.
the appropriate nickname
That's not a
of
bad
Bug Eyes
sketch of
McLip
somebody.
due to just how
Bug
unnatural
Eyes
his facial features
McLip.
appear, especially his eyes. In
names.
fact, there's something unnatural about all of these recreations, which begs the question, did any of them actually work? Well, surprisingly, out of these 4 people, 3 have been identified.
Yes.
Christy Crystal Creek.
Everyone but the
was
weird-looking
identified as
one,
Janet
probably.
Lee Lucas, a 23-year-old who would be the
See?
last
They do
identified
that like
victim
this
of
is a
serial
real
killer
person,
Wayne
bro.
Nance, with this identification being the result of improved forensic genealogy. The second and most notorious example would go on to be identified as Jenny Gomez, who had been strangled by Steven Zilich, a man dubbed the Wisconsin Suitcase Murderer. And despite this recreation appearing to look nothing like Jenny, it was actually the sole reason that she was identified, as one of her family members ended up recognizing these overpronounced cheekbones and matching them to Jenny.
They knew that.
And then there was Septic Tank
That's
Sam,
why they did it.
who was revealed to be Gordon Edwin Sanderson, thanks again to genetic genealogy,
Damn, they
as a
snapped,
sample of
though.
his sister's
They
DNA
snapped.
was
They
eventually
got
used to
pretty
prove
close.
that this was
They
in
got
fact
pretty
him,
close.
though it's still unknown who killed
That's
him
pretty
or
good.
why. Which leaves just this final person, the killer of at least 3 people. He, unfortunately, has never been identified, and this isn't too surprising, as the features of this person just seem impossible. He just looks far too strange to be real.
He don't,
right?
though.
Well, even though he hasn't been positively ID'd, it doesn't mean that he hasn't been potentially photographed. Shortly after the teens were murdered, a funeral was held in their remembrance, for which a large crowd of locals were in attendance,
No
with
way
this
he
photo
went
of
to
the
the
crowd being
funeral.
snapped.
No way.
And standing
Oh,
there, in the
shit.
center of it all, was a man whose features looked impossible. This man would never be photographed again, and his connection to the case has never been officially
What? I got
These murders
goosebumps.
unsolved
because
to this
I
very
mean,
day.
That look a lot like.
I look like that guy.
That look a lot like our guy. That's creepy. Can you move that face, Nick?
Bro, I can't stand Nick Crowley, bro. Nick, If you hear this, bro, come find me, bro, because I'm ready to fight you.
Yeah, you come find us though.
Yeah, I'm ready to throw hands.
So I still gotta watch another one tonight. At least you've watched it.
I mean, I feel you. You can. That one's
No, it's
you
probably,
gotta watch it too because it's crazy.
Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna watch it. I just don't want to make you have to watch it again. Although I could.
I feel you. When you got shit else, and I'll probably be on for like at least another half hour. So.
I don't want to do any food stuff that'll get you hungry. Although I got a lot of good food videos. Look at all those chicken nuggets. Holy shit!
I might eat some chicken nuggets.
A lot of chicken nuggets. I made homemade chili tonight.
Oh. No, that shit was good.
Oh, shit was fire. Put a picture on Insta. Trying to get back to.
Yeah, I need to. Yeah, I ain't been. See, I logged on just to see y'all messages, man. I don't even look anymore. I hate to. That's what I was gonna tell you earlier. Like, bro, like I'm slowly getting my mental back. For real.
I like to hear. It's definitely what we like to hear.
At the end of the day, man, it's not. I have to just, like I said, it'd be that self-care type shit. For real. Like nobody's gonna care for you like you. So you got to actually make an effort.
That's facts.
It sucks sometimes because, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like I was listening to one of the Renee was interviewing a wrestler for AEW, and he was talking about how he got all the success this past like couple years or whatever, and he was like, man, I feel like I don't deserve it type shit. And like hearing that though made me realize like I guess I'm not the only one that feel like that at times.
No, you're not.
You know, like yeah, it's a weird feeling.
Isn't it? Super weird.
Stay fighting myself about that. So it's like, no. It's like, yeah, I think you do deserve something. So, you know, go ahead and make that happen, man. For real.
But that's the thing, you gotta make it happen. Gotta make it happen. That's the thing.
You got to. You got to.
It doesn't just happen. You gotta make it happen.
You got to. For real. I had to step on a few toes to get there, but.
Yeah, people will get over it, you know?
Yeah.
And if they don't, who cares?
Our time will be over, like, for real, because I'll be like, man, my time will be over with eventually, guy. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it.
Exactly. My boy Babish and them, they made Big Smoke's order from San Andreas.
I'm not happy about that.
Why not?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. As long as you got a good reason.
I don't.
Oh, I heard a good reason. I heard it. You're good. I understand. Wait, oh, damn it. That's not where I want to put that. Oh, well. I got a lot of interesting videos. I have way more videos that apparently I haven't watched. I thought I've watched. Your boy's way behind.
That's a good thing, right? Like, you got shit to watch.
Kinda. Not a bad thing necessarily, I guess. But Jesus, I don't want to be this far behind. Holy shit. What the hell? What am I doing over here?
I don't know. I guess you been fucking playing the game. For real.
Yeah, that's part of it. Playing with the homies. Holy shit. See, Uncle. Roger got a new video. God damn. It's gonna make me hungry. There's a lot of food videos.
What the hell did Black Hand put in the chat?
Oh yeah, I don't know. We'll have to look real quick here. Another guy. Over. Oh, another song.
Oh yeah, the new Pete Bass.
The Pete Bass song.
You did tell me about this shit.
I spin fellas, my swing quicker than Federer. I serve packet of bands back on a regular. And I'ma tell her how she sing for me cheap pain. Your mama's hooked on the packs, I'll be selling her. I click M's and bang 'em and I'm not saying. I feel his head with the lead like a mukbang. The magazine made me lean when I walk in the drumstick. I'm making that bang like a pump band. Hop in the cab, I'm banging me crossword. Head in the west and I'm banging a push bird. Couple of cans and a puff on me death stick. Click on my fingers, he's cutting me cough there. Ringing the bow bells, bringing the website. I'm flinging the...
You guys have got some skills though, these old fools. Can't believe this shit, this is funny to me.
Mama got me up on a Rick list. Pole position had a fella running the distance. I'll be banging
Dude, what the fuck? How many videos did I put over here? Holy fuck! How many videos do I have to watch, man?
And I've been whipping a wire, puffing a Benson, pushing a pack, the full stack like a bench.
I haven't watched videos in like a month, it feels like.
Flipping the chick on my bills, why fuck a pension. Slow mo vision, I've been puffing the peace pipe, selling free fires to the fiends by the seaside. On my tail lines and the seams of my Levi's with a stack figure the Nicki Minaj behind. Birds whistle when I walk like this. Best listen when I talk like this. I'm outside on the curb with me tats out. If he's hard, he can try and choke like this. Chain swinging when I walk like this. Heads bobbing when I talk like this. I'm outside on the curb with the straps out. Ever love, you ain't gonna choke like shit. I spin fellas, my swing quicker than Federer. I serve packet of bands back on a regular. And I'ma tell her how she sing for me cheap pain. Your mama's hooked on the packs, I'll be selling her. I click M's and bang 'em and I'm not saying. I feel his head with the lead like a mukbang. The magazine made me lean when I walk in the drumstick. I'm making that bang like a pump band.
I don't know why this is taking so long.
That shit, man.
Dude, that's what they do, bro. You guys are some damn fools.
I'm saying.
Some damn fools. I have so many food videos to watch. What the fuck?
Let's go, baby.
What a week for food videos that I missed all of them.
Hello, girl. Hello, darling. What's your
name? What's your number? What's your pardon? Hey.
Pool in a big back garden. Crate of the beers, I'm sinking them down when now I'm starving. Up to the shop with a big kebab and a can of lager. Boss man knows me. I'll be back tomorrow. With a steak from the pink eggs rolled up, that's for the drop last week. And a couple of shots in the knee, cutting up deals in the business meet. She like me, she want me, she wanna come round and bunk me. Pull up to mine in her husband's car. She want me, she need me, she wanna come round and tease me. Pull up to my midnight half past.
Kids who hacked Xbox.
She wanna come drink with a gazer, shot with a dealer, riding
oh, that guy's jacked.
got rocks that sting off the cup, big words in a slick demeanor. Jesus.
27. That's another long one though. I don't know who this guy is. Fern? You know this guy?
Hell no, I ain't never seen this shit.
Me either.
This is David Pecora.
That doesn't look like David Pecora.
Has shoulder-length blonde hair.
I know David
studies
Pecora.
computer science.
Not David. Bro, don't you fucking tell me who I do and don't know.
Hell no.
His online name is
Xeno
and Xenomega.
That's
He's
not
part
him
of the
either.
Xbox community, tweaking consoles and creating
He's lying. So what can I tell you right now, Fern? I know what he's talking about. Bad video.
Right now, he
turn it
has
off.
an annoying problem. The bumper of his car is broken, and the dealer refuses to take parts to Canada.
Just so give it a dislike, honestly. We need to give it a dislike.
He ordered a new bumper to his house. They met each other years ago on the internet. Justin lives in Wilmington, about an 8-hour drive away. David's plan is to drive there, get the bumper, maybe grab something to eat together, and head back home. His dad offers to
you tell him to stop talking shit about the WWE unless he gonna watch it, motherfucker.
Nah, he be mad. He be mad.
About an hour later, David and his dad.
Yeah, you don't even watch it.
The U.S. border officer checks their passports.
He's mad because
he's about to wave them through when he sees a strange name on his display.
I know, and I commented on his status.
I know.
The officer asks. David flinches. That's his online name.
I don't even know what that means, bro. I don't even know.
That's what I told him, like, bro, let him have
Two figures
that,
in dark
bro.
uniforms approach the
I don't be talking shit about AEW, bro. I be saying it's good, man.
David gets arrested.
I be
he walks
watching
right into a trap.
Right. So that's why you shouldn't feel offended.
David may have done more than tweak.
Because he talking shit about something he don't know.
The FBI.
Good stuff going on in WWE right now.
He's part of a hacker.
He don't know none of it.
Come to know the Underground. They are responsible for an unprecedented series of cyber attacks.
What do you know? When's the last time you watched a WWE show?
You got a point.
Don't worry.
I ain't gonna say I act like he ain't. He knows something, but I ain't gonna act like he don't know that. He didn't watch it in a while.
The current.
They didn't do it on a government agency. Sometimes they didn't even make money with it. They were just a bunch of teenagers.
Make money? Yeah. Oh, this is like a whole fucking.
Yeah, man. I don't know who buddy ass is, man. I'm good.
What? It's the whole year dig, isn't it?
Pretty sure he's got great videos, but you know.
That definitely looks like he put in some good work.
Yeah.
This entire story is based on the fabulous Wired article and a double episode of the highly recommendable podcast, Darknet Diaries.
Are you trying to keep watching it?
In the description.
I don't know.
No.
David was always destined to become a hacker.
I don't even like Xbox.
You said you wanted. You said he's kind of interested. So
it sounded interesting. That's what I say. It sounds interesting.
We gave it a second. Right? We gave it a second. God damn, homie Jack, what the fuck?
Man, bro. Yeah, I say right. You'd already started some with the food stuff, bro.
I didn't even play none of them.
You didn't have to. You didn't have to. You didn't have to.
I played none of them.
You didn't have to.
I didn't play any of them.
Guaranteed I got more views than Penguins 0.
Oh, for sure. That's a good song, but that's not gonna.
Yeah, I don't really care what you watch, bro. Or what we watch.
What the hell? Your boy makes cheeseburger. Who's my boy? Are you my boy? I don't know.
Yeah, it is your boy. See, that's why it's on your thing, because it's your boy.
It's your boy.
Yeah.
I never
check me
in,
like check me out, because I'm your boy.
I ain't never watched nothing by Freddie.
I think you have. I think you have. It's okay.
All right, since you don't care, I'm just gonna start with my food videos. So you're gonna be stuck watching food videos.
I mean, that's cool.
There's a lot of them.
Cool with that. Because I'm just really going to be over here thinking about what I'm going to eat anyways.
Well, shit. There you go. Just the stuff that you're not going to eat.
To the Wayback and make what Julia Child said one of the best French dishes ever.
Some stuff you're not going to probably cook.
Today we're making coq au vin, chicken in wine. It's an old school dish. Julia Child loved to make it. I made her recipe. Look, here's the thing.
I don't know if you can, but I might.
It's a handful of ingredients, but it's simple as shit. It's a terrible reference because shit isn't. Well, I guess it is simple, but it's simple as pie. Simple as pie. Dog simple. The dogs. It takes a little bit of time, but there is nobody out there in YouTube land that couldn't make this. I'm telling you. Just watch what I do and do it. And because there's a 25-ish minute period of time, the chicken is simmering away and wine,
like just watch the video and do what I do.
And garlic,
you'll be good.
Tomato paste, stuff like that. That no matter what you did up to that point,
this is why I don't panic. Yeah, I don't panic too much about cooking anymore. If I don't know, I'm gonna watch a YouTube video and I'm just gonna do what they do.
You're gonna love this.
Yep.
You're gonna love this.
Exactly.
So if you're ready, I'm ready, and I say, let's go. First into the pan will be thick cut bacon. which normally would be fine by itself, but Julia loves her fat, so she says a couple tablespoons of oil. And in we go. And these will just live in here until they
You don't like it?
get
Why?
brown, 2 to 3
like
bucks.
thick bacon.
All right, we can take it out.
I like my bacon
We're leaving
crispy.
the grease in though. Next is our
Okay.
chicken. And I have 3
What if I
thighs
make it
and
crispy
3
for you?
legs. Chicken goes in.
I'll take my
Whole
6
here
pieces
is
out,
browning.
and I'll
Both
put yours
sides.
back in.
And I'm using a heavy
crisp
bottom
right,
pot,
though.
which is ideal if you've got one. If you don't,
Oh, I
holidays
did.
are coming
I,
up. Be good.
I did it accidentally
And ask your
recently.
Santa.
I'll do
this
it for you.
just goes till we get a little beautiful goldenness on each side. Well, we're waiting.
No,
for
it's
this
definitely a lot harder
brown.
though
And
than the
as
thin
they
stuff.
get
You can
there,
do the thin
you can
stuff
turn
like
them over. Julia's
real nice.
ingredient is
Real
cognac.
nice.
Like a
And if you don't
medium
have it, you
cut.
can
I
use
don't need a
brandy
thick
like
cut.
I am. And all cognac is brandy. Not all brandy is cognac. It's got to come from the cognac.
I've been doing my bacon in the oven
We pour it
for like
in,
25
let it
minutes.
bubble, and then
Yeah,
we're
that's
going to
how
light
I've been
it.
cooking
So
my
you
shit
can
like
take
that
a
for
match
years
like
now.
this.
I haven't done it until relatively recently.
Jesus.
I've always just thought that it would taste different.
It doesn't.
Nope.
That
It's
was
bacon.
so weird. I told ya.
It's still bacon.
Yeah. And
Well,
it,
if you did your thick, so if you want to do your thick bacon, you should do that in a
I
pan.
did it. I
So
did
just
it
let
in
the
the
alcohol
oven.
burn off a little
Like I
bit.
could have got it crispy. Yeah, I did it like that, but it just I would have to
Okay,
put it, leave it in there
stop talking
longer,
to
and then I
You can let
could,
the alcohol burn off
risk
if you're worried
it
about
being
it.
too
Burning it.
crisp.
It on,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's fine. Now what's crazy is I poured it
Yeah,
in
bro.
and I couldn't get this to go. But the fumes of it were so intense. When I finally lit my lighter on the outside, it caught and then it went. And Max almost lost his camera. I warned him.
I almost lost my face.
Next in.
Max, you
Yeah, your
alright.
face is
You
fine,
alright,
Max.
Max.
Chill out,
Shut
bro.
up.
Throw in
Come
a
on,
bay
Max.
leaf, which I'll have
That's
to
his son.
Mine are broken. And she's pretty specific with this next item, 20 pearl onions.
Ooh,
And
I love pearl
gave her
onions.
the frozen
You like pearl onions?
I'll tell you why in a
Yes.
second. So
They're
get
pretty
your
good. I
onions
used to
in,
not like
turn
them,
heat
but
down
they're
just
pretty
a
damn
little
good.
Yeah, they are.
They're pretty good.
Give it
But I like
10 minutes.
they absorb a lot of flavor, which
Yes,
is
that's the
which
thing.
I like.
Yes.
Then you
correct.
bring them
And
home.
then they have their
Put
own
them in
onion
something.
plate.
And peeling
Yes.
20 things this
Put 'em in
big
like a
is
beef
a
stew and stuff.
gigantic pain in the ass. So don't do that. Do what I do. Buy frozen ones. They're already peeled. And no matter what you're making, you throw them in frozen, they're going to be perfect in your mouth. Okay?
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
So
Okay.
remember, frozen pearl onions,
All right.
that's your goal. This covered
So not
up
the
10
ones in the
minutes,
jar?
Then I'm back.
Yeah,
And
don't
next
get the
move.
frozen ones.
Gorgeous. This is flour.
Unless the ones in the jar don't have the skin on them, because you know.
Everything.
I can imagine peeling all those little bitty onions being really
Now
annoying.
We want to take our chicken and turn it around.
Is that flour?
The flour
Yeah, I
gets
think
like
it's
that
thickening
little
it up a
sauce
little
down
bit.
here.
Yep.
So everybody.
Yep.
Work it in.
Get a real nice little
Don't really
sauce,
wanna see
almost,
white
almost
on
gravy.
Great.
See, we know what we're talking about.
Covered up and
I
I'm
mean,
back.
I ain't
And here we go. Kill the
I
totally
want one of
into
those.
That's smelling good.
I want one of
Now we're
those
gonna
cast
add
iron
a
heavy
cup
duty
of
pots like
I
that.
know.
So
couple
bad.
cloves of garlic.
So a Dutch oven, I think it's called.
Yeah,
Dutch
those
oven.
are awesome.
Tomato
Put
paste.
them in the
Oh my God,
oven,
Bacon.
put them on the
Last but
skit,
not
like,
least,
yeah.
chicken. stock
Anything
or
you
broth.
want, man.
Bro, throw those
Just
bitches on top of the
Two
grill.
cups here to
Don't matter. Don't matter.
It
Just
almost covers.
the
Heat goes
smoker,
back.
grill,
All right,
whatever
set
you
for it to
just.
simmer like that. Lid goes on.
I have one of his
5
cast iron
minutes,
pans, so if
30
he ever does one of those, I
minutes,
might get it.
simmer.
I'd
Then
never
we'll check and
had
see how our chicken
wine
is.
as a
We're almost there.
base, though, so I don't really
voila.
know what that tastes like.
There we go. Look
Wine
how
is good.
beautiful.
Yeah,
Okay,
like
temp the
I
chicken,
imagine people
flavor is
use
fine.
it, but I
Legs
never actually
and
had it.
thighs. 175.
It gives it a nice
180,
kick.
185.
Gives it a
Yeah.
real nice
Good.
little,
All the
yeah.
way up.
You don't taste the wine, but it just gives it
Like
a
that
little
little
I
element.
hope you don't have to, but
It's
this
like
is
that-
great.
This is
little-
that little,
Yeah.
like,
Beautiful, but it's
the
not
tartness.
The tartness,
that
yeah,
little-
exactly. That
little.
little,
I don't have it. The chicken will come out.
I love, when I'm making
Red
beef
tinge
stew,
it has from
I go like
red
half
wine.
beef stock, half red wine.
If
Fucking
you could
love
smell what I
it.
smell, you
So
could
good.
smell what I
So good.
smell. The wine, sitting.
I
in
tried
the
making
pot
it
with
without the wine,
onions
and to me, it just wasn't the same.
Okay, we're gonna keep that warm.
Because
Come back to
my
this,
grandma always did it
turn
with
this
the wine
back
and
up to
stuff.
simmer.
So like
We're
I
now
used
gonna
that.
add
That's my little
mini mushrooms
comfort.
that have been
I was gonna
quartered.
say, all that
Mix
shit in the
everybody
bottom
in.
probably
Leave the
good,
lid off.
boy. All
Bring
that
this to a
liquid,
simmer.
boy, you better-
And in
you gotta
about
use that.
I don't know, 7 7-8 minutes.
I hate people that like dump out all the grease.
A little bit, it'll thicken a little bit. The mushrooms will cook a
Come
little
on,
bit.
just use it.
And
Especially if you're gonna put oil back in the pan, you might as well just use the grease.
Possible. Well, there you have it. Look how beautiful.
I'm probably gonna
the
make
sauce
this.
is thickened nicely.
That's why.
If you want it thicker, let it go longer. You can add a little cornstarch to it.
It seems really easy, to be honest.
I mean, it's all you, Sparky. and kill this heat. And now your chicken is going
I
to
was
go back
thinking even
in.
maybe a little
To just warm back up a
tomato
little bit, but
paste,
get
just
the
a
benefit of some of this.
He put something in. He put
Oh, he
something
did?
in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, tender.
He had the little squeeze. It's a little little
bad.
squeeze.
Yeah, all right, well then never mind then.
Yeah.
Get some on
He put
top.
some in there.
Remember
that
our
shit hitting
onions? They're perfect.
Yep.
Julia
Because
Child.
you're right, that
peeled
tomato.
her own pearl
I never
onion.
thought about it. Tomato
This
paste
guy
being
does
used in
not.
so many
And I
things
think if
until
you're
I started
smart,
cooking
you'll
and
call
this. I'm
bullshit
like,
on that.
and then
Bring
they
it
say
to
put
the
some
table like
tomato
this,
paste.
bring
I'm
it
like,
to the table like
really?
this. Serve your guests
Yeah.
right there, or let
You
me
don't
show you
need
what I
much.
like to do. Let's take the
Nope.
chicken. We'll put a couple pieces in.
Oh, see, he likes it thinner, so I would like a little bit
This
thicker
is
sauce
important.
personally.
The bacon.
I'm
the
cool with
mushrooms,
that.
The onions.
I like that.
Yeah.
Part of it.
Yeah.
You like
And
it?
now,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna turn it down.
I feel you.
Ooh,
go to
those are smooth.
thecookinguy.com.
Because then,
search
yeah, I
Bat
could put a little
Go
bit
to
on my
thecookinguy.com,
potatoes.
search mashed potatoes,
Yeah.
and you'll get
Those
these
are smooth.
beauties.
Holy shit.
All right, let's do this.
There you go. Get a
Let's
little
just
bit.
get
Yeah, there you
some
go.
more juice.
Wait,
Some more of this
yup,
gorgeous
yup,
sauce.
yup.
And, I mean,
There you go.
you've watched this now, so you have a sense of what this took. And
It doesn't
apart
take
from
that
a
much,
little
honestly.
bit of
I know.
time
That's
and effort,
yeah.
ain't nothing complicated.
I'm all about
everybody.
stuff. I'm all about stuff in like a Dutch
Last
oven
but
or a
not
slow
least,
cooker because you just
cool.
put stuff in
Especially
there,
with
you let it
chicken.
sit for a
It's
while.
like just let it do what it
Let it
do.
Et
sit,
voilà.
and
She
that,
might
it
say,
absorbs that flavor.
Et voilà. Bonjour. Oh, that was
Absorbs
my
that
French
liquid.
teacher, Mrs. Arthurs. Well, well, well. Where do you start? Suppose you start
mean-
with some chicken, right? Look at, let's see what's happening here.
Oh yeah.
The
See,
dam broke.
it broke.
Now a little
Now you're.
potato.
Oh yeah.
I need a little
half,
black
right?
pepper and then I'll
And
be
maybe
good.
one mushroom. and
Yeah, a little extra
and-
on top, right? Yeah, yeah.
appetit.
A little on top. Maybe a little extra salt just in case.
Yeah. I know that
It's like
shit
I'm in
good,
France. No, it's like I'm in Julia Child's kitchen. She's towering over me. She was a tall woman. She's like 6'2" or something.
Was
She's
she?
just
Damn.
made this.
Yeah,
Okay,
she
She's
was pretty
done.
big.
The whole situation is
Okay,
in black
I see.
and white. She's speaking to me in
That
English
lady was
and
big,
French. I'm
but
not
she cooked her
understanding the
ass off,
French
though.
because I didn't pay enough attention to
Facts.
Mrs. Arthur's French classes back in high school. But the moment is glorious. I count Julia Child as one of the people that impacted my own career. Not from a food standpoint, but from a style standpoint. When Julia Child was in the kitchen, she
Come on, let me be a winner.
something went wrong, she
Come
went
on.
with it. How much shit goes wrong for me?
Come
We go
on.
with it. Anyway, that's fantastic. You can make this.
We're looking for my name in the corner.
You've gotten all the-
Damn it!
Damn
If
it,
you're not hit
Rod.
subscribe
Fuck you.
yet, do it. Supports the channel.
You
It's completely
bitch.
free,
I
and
hate
you
that
can win
guy.
one of those knives just for being a subscriber. Okay?
If you're a
That's it
subscriber,
for me.
they're giving away a video of knife every video
That's tight.
this year.
That's tight.
And they do three videos a year, so I got or a week. So I got like 150 something.
That's the sub,
170
which is free.
Which is free. Oh,
It's a weeknight. You've got to eat, but you don't have a lot
Okay.
of time and even less desire to mess with a lot of ingredients. So what do?
Wow.
You make these incredible shredded beef buns.
yep. Okay. Yep.
Ooh.
Yes, you do.
We got the pressure cooker out today. The Instapot.
I want
Tell
some
you
of all these things. I don't have. I want an
An
Instapot. I want.
Yes,
I want
because
a
what
rice
normally take
cooker.
you
I
8
feel
hours,
you, I
you can
feel
condense.
I want a
I know.
crock
You
pot.
deserve
I
it too
want
because
all
you actually
today.
put that shit
We're
to
making
use.
these beautiful shredded beef buns. To get, okay, just let's
I
let's
want
just get
all
there.
these things.
But the point is, if
Why
you
is
don't
he getting
want
all
to mess
fuzzy?
around with a whole lot of ingredients,
Is that just me?
this is step by 1,
Focus.
2,
Okay.
3, 4, 5, 6.
What happened?
6
Max.
ingredients.
Max, fix your
and
camera.
An hour of your time. I think you can do this. Can they do this, boys?
They can. You can do it.
If Max and Chance say you can do this, suck it up, walk into the kitchen. Well, okay. Buy a pressure cooker first. In stock, I promise. Now, they do this, boys.
They can. You can do
There.
it.
Oh, good.
If Max
Maybe
and
it was
Chance
me.
say you can do
Sorry,
this,
Max.
suck it up, walk into the kitchen. Okay.
My bad,
Buy
Max.
a pressure cooker first.
That's on
and
me.
then suck it up, walk into the kitchen, and follow what we're doing right now. You're looking at about 3+ pounds of chuck. Let's start by giving it a quick
Oh,
season.
damn.
Kosher salt, pepper, a little garlic powder in here. Our
3
BFF
pounds.
is going to come back in stock, I promise. Now, normally you would see me sear this in the Instant Pot before I set it to cook.
Yeah,
But
get
you
that
know
extra
what?
flavor.
I'm lazy AF today, and I'm thinking about you guys. Maybe you don't want to do that. So we're not going to. It's still going to be great. Throw it in the pot. Just like this.
Shoot, but that little crust,
fuss,
man,
no
that
muss.
crust on the outside would add a
Hey.
little bit actually.
Just
I
fling the
know.
stuff in.
But you heard my boy. I'm good.
Yeah, if you're lazy, sometimes you just do. I
I'm
respect
throw
that.
it
Yeah, you always need liquid with a Instapot
Why
pressure
not?
cooker.
You know?
We're going to put in a cup of beef broth. That's ingredient number 2.
Easy.
We're going to add about an equal amount amount of dark beer. In this case, I'm using beautiful Guinness. Use what you want.
Okay.
I like dark for this. That's 3 ingredients. Our fourth ingredient is a pack of Lipton beefy onion soup mix,
I could see
dry.
that. Oh,
Our
okay.
6th ingredient, 8 peeled cloves of garlic, and that's it. The lid goes on.
That's it.
You seal it. So you hit.
See, this is what I'm talking about. You just.
That's
Then it
it.
comes to
That
pressure.
shit, you probably take that shit out
away it
and
goes.
eat that shit just
by
like
the way,
that.
The little
Just like
on
that.
the top is on pressure, not vent.
With the pressure cooker, it's probably going to be just as tender as like if you slow cooked it for like
this in,
what,
about an hour.
2-3 hours.
At the end of an hour,
you know?
you're going to see me again.
This
We're
is
going
the
to
damn
make it
pressure
something
cooker.
really good. The 50 minutes has elapsed. The steam has released naturally, and it's time to do this.
Come on.
And look at what we've got.
Look at how tender this is. That looks like it's been in there all day.
Let's take out some.
There's no way that looks like it's been in there for 50 minutes. Look at that.
Let me do that again.
That's 50
Boy, that
minutes.
shit look like
That's
do it with
50.
this spoon, I can do it with my
That's
baby
50
finger.
minutes. That looks like it's been in there 8 hours.
Let me show you how I like to build this sandwich, because this is what I think you want to do. I've got a beautiful little bun here. Perfect.
That's
You
a
make
nice
a
bun.
tiny sauce.
I don't like buns
Sauce,
that
add some
big.
mustard.
I'm gonna be
Make it
honest with
anything
you.
you want, but
That's
I
too
think
much
making
bread for
sweet
me.
barbecue sauce tangy is a great.
Because then you have to put like a
Bun,
meat. You have to put
some
that
of
much
this on.
meat
You
on
have
it.
to, yeah,
that
exactly.
much cheese on it. Because you can't. It gotta be equal.
This you want
Gotta
to
be
pile.
equal.
I can't have too much
Don't be a
bread
cheap.
than meat, more
Okay,
meat
2 more
than bread.
things.
Yeah,
I do
yeah.
believe a beef sandwich like this deserves a little cheese. So this is provolone, but do what you want.
Put a little, one more piece of
And I'll
provolone
use
on
my
it.
torch because I'm not going to go inside to the broiler.
One more piece of provolone on it.
Cheesy ass, bro. He good, bro.
Come on, man. Look at all that
Cheesy
meat and
ass,
bread. Look at all that meat and bread. You gonna put one thin slice
One
of
more
provolone
thing.
on that bitch?
But I'm all
One on the bottom, one on the
some
top.
chips on top. One more.
Ooh.
Then your little top, and you go.
Some chips. Even
And
put
you
the
call
chips
it a
on
day.
it, man. You
And
know
then
he
you pull
smoked.
off in about
You
an
know
hour
he
or two,
smoked.
ladies and
You
gentlemen.
know damn well
I
he
want this
smoked.
at night, with little time.
I
and
would
little
say that,
effort.
but people that
So
drink
Max
do
just
that
took some
too.
pictures of this, and while he
But
was,
he
I
does
had a
smoke.
couple
He does
bites
smoke.
just by
He
itself.
does.
5 ingredients, I think. Oh my God! Now we get to try the full Monty.
He is a bit of a pothead.
Beautiful.
I can
By the
tell
way,
by
you
his
boys know
wrist.
the movie, the full Monty?
His wrist.
He got
Chance?
beads and
Too young.
stuff on.
Oh yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. He's a Canadian living in San Diego with a bunch of restaurants too. You know what I mean?
Oh, that shit do look good though.
That shit, I would.
From a hard.
home?
If I came home from a hard day of the salt mines, and
The
someone
salt
gave me this,
mines.
it'd be the happiest man in the world.
Come on, me.
And if you
Come on, me.
channel, you're supporting us.
Frogman prospect.
Man,
We're
bro,
giving one
I'm
of those away
finna
every
go
video
find
this
some
year.
of these.
I got nothing more to do.
They not even real
So,
people.
See ya.
Frogman prospect.
They're not even real.
No, I don't know. Hell no. Definitely add the chips. I agree with what he said. You gotta add the chips.
They'll add that crunch too.
A little crunch, yes. Even for it's not just the little flavor they add; it's the crunch.
Today's amazing chicken enchilada
see
soup
that.
will not just be
That's how you cook a chicken.
but it will be
Breast. I'm
very
assuming that's a
special
smashed out
for
chicken breast.
One particular viewer.
That's a fat breast.
Comments.
That look pretty big.
It's from Gary Holland. Hi, Jerry. Greetings, Sam. Today marks exactly 69 recommendations for chicken enchilada soup.
69
We'd love to see your take on it.
recommendations.
Well, guess what, Gary? We're making chicken enchilada soup because you asked for it. And only people of a certain age will understand that. Jill, you know that line? Ugh. I'm the only person that understands. There was a show years ago called You Asked For It. People would write in and say, love to see the inside of the White House. I'd love to see the inside of Air Force One. Or like
Oh, wow.
they make donuts by the millions. And the guy would say, Susan Smith, we're going to show you how they make donuts by the millions because you asked for it. Why am I the only person that...
Because you're old.
Well, here's the deal. Most people, many people, a lot of people that make chicken enchilada soup, they
This
take
is my
a
dog,
chicken
though.
breast
I love
and
Sam.
it simmers away and gets all soft and beautiful and all the other stuff that
Him
goes
and
in the pot.
Guga.
Well, not today. Not for me and not for Gary. We're going to blacken the chicken. Blackening seasoning. It's going to go on in the cast iron pan and
That's-
get all black and
yeah.
crispy and beautiful. That's
Yeah.
what's going to this soup.
Yeah.
I'm out of breath. Oof. And as a little tease, stay there because we get to use Max's
Do you like
favorite
thick soup
pot
or
that we
thin
can
soup?
see through. How exciting.
It's not just my new favorite, it's everyone's.
Everybody's
I can
new
go
favorite
either
pot,
way.
and everybody's talking about it.
Yeah.
You got nothing else to
Yeah.
do. Max, Chancey? Let's get
I
it.
like a
Our
thicker,
blackening
chunky
seasoning consists of smoked paprika.
Sometimes, man, it's
cayenne
too
pepper.
thin. I feel
Recipe
like
below.
I'm not getting any substance.
2 in, 2 more. Onion powder.
Yeah, it's like
In the
more of a
broth.
drink.
Put your finger
Drink.
in.
Yeah.
Just if you got
Yeah, you're
finger at the end of your hand.
give me a cup of that.
use
Just give me a cup
Exactly.
of that.
Just put it in a cup, dog.
Time for the chicken. boys.
Without the meat and stuff, you just.
This. It's a big old chicken breast.
That is a fat chicken
not
breast.
Super thin,
A
not super
big ass
fat.
chicken.
Just even so it cooks evenly. 5 seconds. All right. When that's done, take it out, put it on that. Or
See, that's how you help chicken breast though. That's a good idea. I always feel like.
And now we're seasoning.
Because there's always fat parts and thin
I'm doing
parts.
this left-handed, which is really f***ed up for me. I don't like that. We flip over and repeat. I gotta switch to my right hand.
This is
I
a
just
good
can't
idea.
do it. Okay, good. When you're all done, let's exchange this. Baking
there you go.
sheet
A lot
for a
of
hot
good
cast iron
seasoning on
pan.
there.
Pan's
Yeah.
getting hot. We add a little oil, not too much. Brush it around, and in goes our
That's
chicken.
the same. That's the pan I have right there.
All right, we're cooking this to about 160
not.
degrees. Let it go. If the pan
It is.
No,
It's
you're
the
lying.
same. It's the same exact one. Honestly, he's borrowing mine.
No, I think
you're
he
gonna
lost
be fine.
his.
Right,
He
so
lost
now
his.
we're at the point we can flip our little.
I sent him mine.
And that's what you like. That's beautiful. We're cooking to 160. So it's been, I don't know, 3-4 minutes. Let's just take a quick look. We're about 130, 128. Beautiful. So, you know, a little less time on the second side than the first, but as soon as it nears 160, out it comes. We'll let it cool. But as it does, we'll start making our soup.
Thing looks real nice.
Hell yeah. I love that color.
That's perfect. That's a real nice color.
We're going to let him rest.
Like golden brown with the
Ready?
little crispier parts.
Max is
on
part,
there,
give it a
little
Put in some
crispier
oil.
parts.
Okay, I lied. That was bacon grease.
So what are you cooking at the cabin next
Something
to?
else. We let that
You gonna cook
warm
something?
a bit,
Nah, I'm
and
good.
we add some onion.
I said bring some
Yellow
pearl
and red,
onions.
because I love them both. Get a little stir. What fun
Bring some
cooking
pearl
in a
onions.
pot. Let's add something else.
Throw them in something like
Diced
here.
jalapeno.
Hey.
Throw in a
There you
little
go.
garlic of the squeezed kind. Let this get fragrant. And then some seasonings. We're back with chipotle chili powder, smoked paprika, garlic powder. And
That's
we
a
mix.
good question though, man. 'Cause
Wow,
you do- y'all-
that's
y'all be hooking
insane.
shit up
Really
up there,
insane.
man.
Now we add
I
a
thought
couple
about
liquid
it, but
things.
it's like, bro,
One
I
would
don't
be a can of diced.
You ever have an idea? Just let me know.
The juice.
Pick-
One would be
I'll
a
bring the
can of
ingredients.
Medium enchilada sauce and follow
Oh,
up with chili
okay.
broth. And let's bring this to a boil.
Yeah. That's gonna be a
All right,
good
this has
soup.
just
though.
come to a boil. Now it's time to thicken it, and we're going to use this.
Yeah, exactly.
This is masa harina. Imagine if you took cornmeal and got it super, super fine, so it's like flour. Well, that's what it is. So we mix some water with it. In you go, buddy. In fact, I'll switch to a whisk because I don't want clumps. So mix this well. Now in we go, just like that. Oh, it stopped it, but look. I'm going to let this come to a little simmer, and while it does, let's deal with our chicken.
Yeah, there we go. It's starting to thicken up. There it is. Get a little thicker.
Remember this guy?
There we go.
I remember this guy.
Just a little bit.
So, just a nice little oh so delicious bite. Oh so, have at it. Shred if you like. I don't know that I'm always a shredder. I think sometimes I like a little cube bite in my dish, whatever I'm having. So
Whatever
I'm gonna
works.
take this way.
Those are some good cubes, though.
Finish it off. Let's give
That's a lot of chicken from one chicken breast. What the fuck?
Jesse. How good, right? By itself. All right, let's get the soup back and make this.
That's one
All right,
chicken
with
breast.
this still bubbling.
There we go. Yup. See,
Let me
now
show
you're
you how I
getting
like
a
to
little.
serve.
That's
Flip over
perfect.
to the
It's a little
side.
bit thicker. That's all I needed.
We have
That's
our
all I
ladle.
needed. That's perfect.
You know,
Or
beautiful.
bring me some
Oops.
fucking tortilla chips
I got some.
and give me that.
Now we top with a couple things.
Little shredded cheese on top.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe a little sour cream if you like sour cream.
3 more things.
Oh, with avocado. I don't really like it,
So-
but I need to get used to
And
it. I want to try
a
it
little
again.
fresh tomato for color and coolness. A little lime juice. And finally, these are jalapeno lime tortilla chips that I think
They're the tortilla chips.
Yep.
just a little
Yep.
bit crisp. And
There it is.
After 69 consecutive requests, we finally made the chicken enchilada
Like
soup
I said,
for our
personally,
boy Gary Hall.
sprinkle a little cheese,
Wow,
a
and
little sour
Yeah,
cream on
hit
there,
you
and I'm
with the
good.
cheese and the sour cream.
Do that.
And I'm
Mix
good to
it.
go.
Get a little of everything.
Everything else, I'm still with it. I'm
Tomato.
still with everything. Everything else you put on there, I'm still
The
with.
chickenness of the whole thing. There. That's
That
it.
shit definitely.
Here we go.
It does look good though. Oh, looks yummy.
Okay, there's not one component of this I don't like, other than it's hot on my.
On your fingers, yeah.
You know
Yeah.
how I
I
always
mean,
forget something?
you know.
Well, I forgot something this time too. There's a cup of shredded Monterey Jack cheese.
See?
You could either put it right at the end when it's almost ready to go. Or my preferred way, when you serve it in the bowls, put some of the cheese on top of each bowl, then the chicken, then the avocado, and then all the rest of it.
Yeah.
All right? What a moron. But
I forgot the cheese, man. I knew it. I knew it.
It's starting to turn. Certainly.
I knew you forgot the cheese.
But probably where you are, it's starting to turn.
He's a cheese lover like I am. Like, well, most of us are.
Make it. Take it to work.
Probably not quite to the level I am because it's not healthy. But
fish in the workplace, microwave. We all know that rule.
Anyway, come on.
All this year, every video, we're giving away a cooking guy knife to subscribers. Today's knife goes to Gary for.
No, we almost had it.
Almost. That's almost you. It's close. It's close.
We almost had it.
Have to think about.
Wait, who's Petro Heroes?
Gary, reach out to
Bro,
us.
I thought you said it was Gary.
That's not a real person. That's not a real person.
Gary, not bullshit Gary, because we're gonna check.
Fuck, man. Gary was almost
Gary.
me.
He said no bullshit Gary, because we're gonna check. All right, man. Let me get my ass out of here, man, because I'm hungry.
Thanks,
buddy ass guy.
Sponsoring this video.
Buddy
I
ass.
I got like 15 more food videos to go, bro. Yeah, I got like
right. It is a 10 out of 10. Will highly recommend.
I got like 15 videos of food left to go,
I fell in love. And ever since I came back, I wanted to combine Italian and American. And there's nothing more American than a juicy burger. So that got me thinking, I want to make the best carbonara burger there is. And the only way to have true success is to experiment. As today, I'll be doing 3 insane burgers.
a carbonara burger. Oh, this looks
And I don't
interesting
know
as
if they're
fuck.
gonna work, but I can promise you one thing. By the end of this video, I'll be making the best carbonara burger you've ever seen in your life.
Google, I love you, man. I love you.
Now, for our very first burger, it's going to be quite simple. Because when
He
you
is
think
crazy,
carbonara
bro.
burger,
Google's a
this one
legend,
comes
though,
to
man.
mind to most people. And I
Google
believe
is
this
a
one is
legend,
going to
bro.
turn out really good. You are not going to be making carbonara without this special ingredient,
Guanciale.
which is cured pork cheek. It is phenomenal.
Guanciale is just not easy to find, man. Just get
Because
bacon.
unlike bacon or pancetta, it has a unique flavor, much more fat, and it makes a huge difference.
No, we're pretty much just watching
The
videos.
first thing to do is to cut it in small strips.
We did the podcast.
Under no
Now we're just chilling.
The idea here is to render as much fat as possible.
Guanciale is,
because we
I
will be
mean, but
putting
I
this
can't.
Once that's done, you want
Oh, there's a lot of
to
fat in
the side,
guanciale.
as we're going to be using this.
I've never
fat
actually
right
had
now to
it,
make the carbonara cream.
So I
You
can't
must
say
also
how much
cook
better or
the cream
worse
at
it
the
is,
same
but I feel like
time.
it's how
Unlike
much
the
more
traditional
expensive it is and
version of
harder to
carbonara
find.
cream, where you mix all of these ingredients together and then in the end throw it in the pasta to cook. We need to eat this cream now. So for that, we need to cook it first. And here's how I did it. Using a tiny bit of the
Bacon for
guanciale
20
fat,
bucks?
I
What was
filled
it?
in a
Was it
pan.
like special bacon?
2 egg yolks and 1 whole egg.
Oh,
Then I
fast.
added pecorino romano, followed by a
What,
tiny
baby?
bit of
What you
water
got?
and a generous amount of black pepper.
That's another
The key
level.
here is to whisk it under very
Dude,
low
this
heat,
is-
cooking this little by little. And as you're doing so, it will start becoming creamy. That's
Creamy,
what you're
yeah.
looking for. As a
Damn.
man, you should be left with this
Yup.
burger carbonara
The fuck
cream.
is that?
Next up, to prep our burger.
That's carbonara
I'm
sauce.
using 80-20.
That's how you make it. You don't want the eggs to like cook all the way. You want it.
Then outside with
That's how you do like real
Get
carbonara.
your griddle nice and hot. Spread a tiny bit of
If you're gonna make it with the pasta, you add a little bit of pasta water to it, and then you let it thin out a little bit.
There's nothing better
But
than a smash burger.
You
It
take
is
the
king of
eggs
all
off, the
burgers.
pasta
The key
off the
is to
heat
get
when
a
you
nice
put the eggs in there, so the
crust.
eggs don't like cook all the way
Go.
through.
So as you cook,
And you just
wanna
mix,
go ahead
before
and
you mix your
season.
cheese and
As
eggs
you
together into like a little
salt and
paste
pepper.
sauce
Once
at
the
the
juice
beginning is
starts
what he
frying
did.
at the top, you want to go ahead and flip. As now I use one
That's
of
the
the
authentic,
ingredients,
yeah.
American cheese. I wouldn't replace this with nothing else.
I don't know how the American cheese is gonna do with that though. That's gonna be a little odd.
It's time to assemble.
I'm gonna be honest.
Our toasted
I'm
bun,
sure it'll
followed
taste
by
good, but
wonderful
the American
patty with
cheese might be a little
American
weird
cheese,
with
a
the
generous amount of
Parmesan.
the carbonara cream, and
Carbonara.
a milder flavor.
So
I
it's
added
just
Parmigiano
cheese
Reggiano.
and
Pecorino
egg.
will be just too strong.
Yeah,
because on top of
yeah,
this,
it's cheese
we
and
add a
egg.
good amount of guanciale.
Yep.
Then
The
we top it off with the top bun that was.
That's all carbonara cream is.
Now
Yeah, it's
this
cheese
is
and
my
egg.
first take on
I
carbonara
don't like
burger.
cooked
Easy to
egg.
make, and I'm hoping that
It's
going to be
cooked.
delicious.
You don't
Because
taste
the next
it.
one is just
You won't taste it like that.
I
I
first started
promise.
with the king of all cured.
That would be weird.
Got a nice
I don't know about on the
beautiful
burger
color,
like
then
that.
step aside.
That
Unlike
might
the
be a
previous
little
one, This
different.
one we need to make it
When
more
you put it in the
traditional.
pasta,
So I
when you
got
get the
some
pasta
egg
water
yolks,
in there and it
followed
gets
by
real
fresh ground
creamy,
black pepper, and
like a
generous amount of
sauce.
pecorino
That's-
romano. Whisk that
that's-
up real good, and it was now.
You probably do it.
Now when
I'm
you
sure
take a
one
look
of
at
them
a
will be
burger,
like
what is the
that.
first thing you normally see? The bun. It is a crucial component, and if you have bad buns, it's not going to be good. This is brioche bun. At least to me, my favorite.
Next, I went ahead and dunked the whole bread on the carbonara cream. Oh, I'm about to make this bread taste even better. As then, I added tiny bit of guanciale pieces right on top. But remember that the eggs are raw. To cook them, I just put it on the toaster oven, which would toast the bread and cook the cream. Because in the end, take a look. The perfect bun
that looks so good.
Okay. Because even though it looks insane, who cares about It's all about the taste for me. For this burger, instead of using smash, I went with thicker patties.
Ooh, a thick patty on it?
Added a generous amount of oil. The key with thick patties like this is to cook it nice and slow, flipping it as many times as necessary. And keep in mind that they were seasoned previously with just salt and pepper. Once they were fully cooked, it was time to prep the burger. To have even more carbonara flavor than just the bun, I'm also going to be using the same cream as I did the previous one. Instead of using a regular burger sauce, I have a feeling that this is the perfect combination. So here's how the assembly went down. I started with the bottom brioche bun. Then I added a generous amount of the carbonara cream, followed by the thick burger. More carbonara cream goes right on top. And with this one, I won't be using
Let me make it for you.
Cheese.
Let me make it for you.
Top bun. And this is
or I can show you a video of a carbonara where it's actually cooked like a short clip
for you. And I have a feeling that's going to be more of a classic taste because the third one I am going all out. And for this take on carbonara burger, we first need to make the traditional.
Because it goes back into the heat when you make the pasta.
I throw it goes into a bowl,
into the heat.
By the egg yolks, a good amount of black pepper, and pecorino.
You just don't want you don't want scrambled eggs. That's all. You want it to be a sauce.
Right back in.
You want your eggy to be a sauce. You don't want it to be scrambled.
Spaghetti, which was
see, here we go. Let's see what happens. Let's see if he cooks it.
Structures in the packaging. Make sure they're cooked all the way through. Because
this is more carbonara. See, that's how a carbonara would look.
This one is going to have a complete different take on it. My Italian friends, look away right now. And here's why.
Yeah, I wouldn't do the spinning, the fork work and shit.
No, like it was a sin. My goal was to make it nice and flat. As then into the
freezer
to firm up. After about 1 hour, I took it out and it's completely frozen. Then I got a mold, pressed it down, and cut up some hockey pucks. This will be my crunchy element on that burger.
It almost look like pictures. Those are so perfect.
Those are so perfect. That is kind of crazy.
Because I thought the pasta was going to break up, burn, and the guanciale was just going to be a mess. But surprisingly, that was not the case. It was working out perfectly. In the end, I was quite happy with the results. But I wasn't done yet. As next, I wanted to make a different type of sauce. This one is going to be very similar to hollandaise. So into a blender, I threw a generous amount of egg yolks.
I used to think hollandaise sauce was nasty, and I learned what was in it. I'm like, really? That's like good.
That's nice and thick.
So simple.
In the end, you are left with this consistency. But we're not done yet. Because to finish it up, I threw that into a bowl and I added some chopped up guanciale. Mixed it up real good, and now this was ready. This is delicious, my friends, but we still have more to do. As next, I went ahead and fry an egg in guanciale fat. I'm telling you, we're going all out on this burger. The goal was to make the egg yolk nice and runny because we're going to remove it. Once I got nice crispy edges, I grabbed a tool and went ahead and removed all of the egg yolk. As much as I could. Since that tool wasn't good enough, I went ahead and used a spoon. Because now, I filled up the whole thing with the carbonara.
What is happening right now?
This egg was now ready. The next important step was
too much work.
The burger. And for that, I'll be making smash burger style. Just like the very first burger, it's the same exact thing. As after I toasted the bun, it was now time.
Yeah, I would just take the egg itself.
The burger's patty right on top. Added a generous amount of the hollandaise.
Because a burger with an egg on top is like a fried egg or sunny side up is really good.
The carbonara egg. Then I topped that off with the top.
But I don't know about all that.
This is the craziest carbonara burger I've ever seen in my life. And I have a feeling that it's going to be really delicious. Because that was
one of the craziest sandwiches I've ever seen.
I have no idea which one is going to be best. But I can tell you one thing. We're about to find out right now. As now I say, it is enough talking and it is time to eat. So let's do it.
Before moving forward, I want to thank today's sponsor, PDS Dat. The holiday season is just around the corner. And everyone's credit to in absolute down. Let's get right back to it. All right, everybody. And here we have our beautiful pastas.
What?
I know that makes no sense at all.
No
but
side
these
dish
are
today.
all carbonara burgers. Every single one of them has elements of carbonara, and I really want to know which one stands above them all. Okay, so let's start right here. The first carbonara creation. Give me your honest opinion on
this. This is the one that I think would be really good.
This looks so nuts.
All right, let's give it a try. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
That's amazing, everybody! Oh, wow! What? Oh, wow, that took me by surprise. What do you guys think?
Jesus, this is good.
It's so good.
The sauce, I was not expecting it to be that good with this burger.
Yeah, it's so creamy, the sauce, everybody.
Oh my God, you have that rich, eggy flavor on it. The guanciale has a nice, meaty fattiness, but it also has a little bit of a bite, which is different than bacon. This patty is very thick, and it's surprisingly juicy. I'm a fan. What I didn't expect is this is still pretty juicy, even though it's a thick burger. And the actual sauce works with the flavor of a hamburger. You know what I mean?
It works very, very well.
It's almost like a creamy cheese, maybe, but not really.
The only thing you're missing here is pasta, everybody. Don't come at me, Italians. Don't come at me. That was our very first one. Extremely successful, nice, thick patty. The other two are not because we actually like smash burgers a lot better than thicker patties. This one here, I am extremely excited because I have a feeling it's going to work very well. Give me your honest opinion on this second burger. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Oh my God.
That one is crazy.
That's why we like smash burgers. The first one was good, but there's no comparison.
It's not close. So savory with the guanciale. There's a lot of different cheesy elements, savoriness, but the best part of the burger is you get those crispy caramelized edges of the actual patties themselves.
My favorite part, if I'm being completely honest, the carbonara sauce just binds everything together.
First one is
I feel like a little bit of the carbonara sauce on there would be good.
This is really good.
What? This one's amazing, okay?
But that sauce tastes a little bit different than the first one too. Like
Yeah.
it has more of a creaminess. I don't know, it like reminds me of breakfast.
Yeah, it's like Hollandaise because you eat Eggs Benedict all the time, bro. This one is phenomenal. But now, the monstrosity. Let's go. Oh, wow. He went for the big one, Leo. You got no choice, my friend. Take a look at this burger. Tell me what stands out from the rest.
The egg. El huevo.
The huevo. So that huevo is not really a huevo.
What?
Yeah, you'll find out real shortly, okay? Enough talking. Let's give it a try. Ready? Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
What the hell? What is the egg?
It's the same sauce. I took out the yolk and put the sauce in there.
He's so stupid. Kuga's so ridiculous.
So crunchy and crispy. Oh my God, that's amazing, everybody. I'll be honest with you. I think this was gonna be trash.
No, bro, you crazy. It feels like a breakfast burger with the egg and the crispy pasta. It almost feels kind of like hash browns, kind of. Then you have these nice, luscious smash patties.
with every
My thing
ingredient.
is the texture.
Dude,
so many different.
Some of the things about his stuff is like, sure, that looks good and it would be fun, but the time it took to make that effort is
kind of
just.
smooth, right?
I'll just make a burger with a fried egg on top and call it a day.
Individual bites, you feel the crunchiness from the pasta.
Yes.
The pasta.
All the-
is
You gotta
crunchy
freeze
pasta,
that
everybody.
shit.
That sauce.
Yeah, freeze it.
I know,
Make the extra sauce.
With that being said, every single one
Just
of
chill
them.
out on that
Okay.
for a little bit.
Now I
Your
can
number
go.
one.
I'm gonna go for
Now you're good. Good. Now you're good. Better go before the next one starts, bro. Let's go. Let's go.